All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? I remastered my intro song. Should sound a little bit clearer. Let's see. Let's fucking do it. Listen up, motherfuckers, I'm about to spit about the world's greatest show. Yeah, this is it. It is insane. This dude's out of his mind, that's expensive thing. Rich show on drops, it's time to begin. To talk about shots and make fun of them. Let the trash roll over, the world's on fire. Be a parody, shit's getting dire. Religious bullshit, no one make you feel like dying. Cause it touch you more, children, and only you might need. Go from zeros to heroes just for one day. It's the world's greatest show, and it's coming your way. Rock! It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. And we never grow. Time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. And we never grow. Time for the Dusty Show. What the fuck is up, universe? Welcome to the only show that exists in all of mankind. You think somebody would make another show? I'm glad they don't. Here's the Dusty Show. Thank you guys for joining me. Hell yeah. I can get my cardio up. Whatever. What up, Dusty? You're getting old. You're getting old. Love you guys. Friday. We did it. Shut up on a Friday. Got a decent show for you guys tonight. Shit's bad. It's bad, but what else is fucking new? Before we get there, folks, hey, you know what I did this week? Yesterday, I worked on my book. Hell yeah, and I gotta apologize. I'm gonna explain to you why, but I'm gonna be burping a lot in the show, and it's not good. It's not good. We're gonna get that in a second. Anyway, dudes, my book is so good. Like, I'm almost afraid it's too good. I'm almost afraid you guys will die reading it. It's so good. It's so action-packed. I think it might be a little too action-packed. I need to slow things down a little bit. I might have to make it like 20 chapters. It's like 9 chapters now. I might have to add like double the chapters, just so you guys don't have a heart attack while reading it. But anyway, I worked on it. I got 7 of the 9 chapters done. Yes, I added a chapter from last time. It's getting too good. So I'm excited about that, folks. I'm excited to release that soon. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And if you don't, that's fine. I will enjoy it myself. I'm having fun writing it. But guys, all right, so here's the deal. You guys are going to be really disappointed in me too, to be honest with you. I caved. I took the Mexican Ozempic. I know everybody was like, don't take it. Don't take the Mexican Ozempic, Dusty. Do not do it. So the guys amongst you who are just joining the show, I got some Mexican Ozempic for free, like $2,000 for the Mexican Ozempic for free. The pill form. Due to a series of unfortunate events, not for me, but for them, I got some for free. Like 6 months supply, y'all. These giant fucking horse pills. And I wasn't going to take them. Everybody was like, don't do it, Dusty. We like you, chubby. You look better, chubby. You get too thin. Your hair will fall out. You'll die. You get cancer. Everybody's telling me don't do it. But it's been sitting there. That's $2,000 worth of Mexican Ozempic just sitting there on my dresser. Every time I walk past it, it's looking at me. It's eyeballing me. Calling out to me. Oh, Dusty. You looking fat today, Holmes. Oh, my God. You're disgusting. Shut up, Mexican Ozempic. I'm not taking you. But why? You have all this Mexican Ozempic right here. Just take a little bit. You look so good. No Mexican Ozempic. Oh, come on. Swallow me, Dusty. I'm waiting for you to lick me. Come on. Think of the cum gutters you'll have. I do like cum gutters. I know. You love cum gutters, Dusty. Come on, do it. Do it for the cum gutters. And I'm like, I can't resist you. Mexican Ozempic, God damn it. And before anybody complains, that accent is not racist. I once rescued a Chihuahua, so it's fine. Anyway, so I took it. I didn't take a whole one, though. I was like, nah, dude. I just want to see if it works, okay? I'm just going to take a half. When they're 14 milligrams, I'm going to just take half, okay? So I started taking it about a week ago. To my first, I felt nothing. No, nothing. So fine. Yeah, this is cool. And so I took another one. So I took about 3 days. Didn't feel any different whatsoever. 4th day, I started getting these burps. And I've never tasted anything like this before. It's like an unusual burp. It tastes like rotten eggs and sulfur. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I was fine. I was like, all right, fine. Must be working. Must be the Ozempic. Next day, it kicked in. And I got queasy, and I felt like shit all fucking day. I felt so horrible. My stomach hurt. And now I know the reason my stomach hurt was because I had food in it. And dudes, this fucking drug is for real, y'all. This is going to change everything. Holy God. So I suffered in pain in my stomach until my stomach emptied out, my food digested, and then I was fine. And then I woke up today, and I wasn't hungry at all. I can't even drink diet sodas anymore, because drinking diet sodas, the bubbles make your stomach feel full. And how it works is, first it shuts off the hunger. But if there's like anything at all in your stomach, you're in pain. You feel like you're fucking sick. So I got some spaghetti today, and I ate one bite of spaghetti, and then I would just sit there and wait to see how I felt, see if it hurt, and then I would eat another bite. No, that was it. 2 bites of spaghetti is all I could afford to eat, y'all. So once the generic version of this drug comes out, obesity is going to be a thing of the past, pretty much. I mean, some people are going to be fat still just for the fun of it, but most people not going to be fat anymore. It's going to be wild, y'all. So anyway, I might cut the dose to like a quarter. Then I'll have like a 2-year supply of it. I'm just going to like micro dose it. And I apologize. Oh my God. So side effect is disgusting burping. I apologize. But anyway, that's fun. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, stomach pains from having food in it. Not great. But anyway, I'll keep you guys updated. I guess you guys will see my journey, basically. I'll take a quarter of the pill, microdose on it. We'll see if that is effective. I am going to be careful. I just said I only took half the fucking pill. How much more careful you want me to be? So it makes you anorexic? Yes, it makes you anorexic. Basically, it makes you not eat ever. And if you eat, you're punished. And like, so you sit around, you debate, do I want to eat this? No, because who wants to feel like shit? Who wants to feel sick? Nobody. So, we're losing our hero to unregulated drugs. I know, right? Drugs? Don't do drugs. Okay, just a little bit, though. Just a little bit. It's fine. And all right, let's go ahead and kick the show off, folks. Holy fuck, it's hot in here. Good gravy. It's hot. Can you guys hear this? Hopefully not. Hopefully you won't be able to hear my air conditioner, because I got to turn that motherfucker on. It's motherfucking hot, y'all. Maybe I'll turn it down on low. Let's see. There we go. A little bit better. All right, cool. Gonna sweat my nuts off. It's Mississippi. I live in goddamn Jurassic Park, so it's hot here. And all right, I'm gonna be very careful, I promise. It's just Ozempic, y'all, okay? It's the rich people drug. If it was harmful, do you think they would give it to rich people? I mean, yeah, I guess. Cocaine, heroin. Don't think about it, it's fine. Yes, kitties, always noisy as shit. As always, we have about 7 in here tonight. The other 5 are in the other room. We have them split up, but anyway, if you'd like to support the cats, do so. Super chats are open. It's the lifeblood of the show. You guys know how that works? Basically, there is a $sign over here. Bang, baby! Click it. See what happens. Change your life. Donate money, and then I read your words in my super real podcaster voice. And somebody sent me a video, like the first video I ever did. I listened to my voice, and I couldn't help but notice how exactly I sound as I did 15 years ago. So that's good. And all right, let's go ahead and kick the show off, folks. I'm going to do a new section. I've never done this section before. I'm about to debut a new segment for the first time ever. I'm still workshopping it. I'm working on it. You too can be Ozempic. Yeah, hey, you get it from Mexico, y'all. It's expensive unless you get it for free. So try that out. Anyway, new section. Let's see how this goes. Workshop again. It's called Diet Republicans. Hey, this tastes like shit. And this is going to be my new section talking about Democrats, because they're awful and they're not going to save us. Do not put any faith whatsoever in Democrats. They're not as bad as Republicans, but they are diet Republicans and not good. And I already made one for MAGA tears. It's MAGA tears. I love to drink your delicious MAGA tears. It's Hungry Eyes. It sounds exactly like it. Everybody loves it. Everybody gets it directly right off the bat because it's so obvious what song I'm parodying. And anyway, diet Republicans taste like shit. First off, folks, hey, I know you're worried. You're like, hey, the Democrats are not going to stand up to Donald Trump. They're feckless. They're weak. They're pussies. They're spineless. They're cowards. They're the worst among us. We can't depend on them. Wrong! Chuck Schumer, the best of us. He going to stand up to Donald Trump. March 12th, 2 days ago, 2 days. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, Democrat New York, yay, New York, announced Wednesday that Democrats would oppose the funding bill approved by House Republicans. So basically, Democrats don't have any power, right? It's almost every vote is majority, and Republicans have the majority, so all they got to do is vote down party lines, and Democrats can't do shit about it. They can't fight back, except for this one time. Republicans need 60 votes to pass their spending bill. They need Democrats. This is literally the only power Democrats have to do anything. They could shut the government down. They could throw a wrench in the cog of the machine of Donald Trump. They could fight for their constituents against the bullshit that is happening in our country. And Chuck Schumer, the man that's going to fucking do it. He announced Wednesday that he's going to oppose the bill, deepening the threat of a government shutdown after his party frequently blasts Republicans in the past for threatening shutdown. Don't matter. It's the only thing they got, folks. They have to do something, okay? Government shutdown, nobody really wants that, but we have to have that right now. But because we have to do something to fight back. No doubt the Republicans would do it if they're in the same situation. They did everything they could do to slow down, to inhibit both Obama and Biden, right? They don't play by the same set of rules. They play dirty. We got to step in and play dirty. And I'm just glad, I know everybody is, to see Chuck Schumer, the brave son of a bitch he is, step up and decide, what's that? He immediately caved. He caved! Yes, he caved. Less than 24 hours later, Chuck Schumer caved to Donald Trump. He got nothing. Literally got nothing. He negotiated for nothing. He got nothing. Caved fucking immediately.
Under a shutdown, it is the executive branch, in this case, Trump, Musk, Doge, and Vogt, who's head of the OMB, who we all know are authoritarians, vicious, nasty.
Okay, die. Die in Minecraft. Die immediately in video games. Die, please, sir. You useless, effectless piece of shit. But folks, don't give up yet. Hey, it's not over. It's not over to the fat lady saying, y'all. They still need like 10 Democrats to vote for this thing, right? So, or 8. They ain't got the fucking vote yet. Hey, they're going to stand up against Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer ain't the boss of nobody, right? Here's a AOC explaining the whole thing.
Would you, what do you think of the job that Chuck Schumer is doing? Would you ever challenge him, do you think?
I think that what we need right now is a united Senate Democratic caucus that can stand up for this country and not vote for cloture and not vote for this bill. And I think that the strength that we have is in this moment. Reconciliation and all of these
right now.
Republicans do not need Democratic votes for that. They need it for this.
The only time they need
the strength of our leadership in this
We're
moment
so strong.
is going to demonstrate the strength of our caucus.
We're going to demonstrate the strength of our caucus.
Enough how bad of an idea it is to empower and enable
It'd be a bad
Donald
idea, y'all.
Trump and Elon Musk.
That's why they're not going to do it.
It is dangerous.
So dangerous.
Well,
dangerous, reckless. They can't do it. Hey, she's not going to oppose Schumer, right? Because they need to be all together, unified against this. And even inside and trading, Nancy Pelosi was like, no, we're standing up. Pelosi statement on the government funding bill. Long story short, hell no. We are not going to cave. This is the only power we got, folks. We're going to vote against this bill. We're going to make them negotiate with us. And we're going to get something for our people for fucking once. Instead of laying down like little bitches, we're going to fight. Oh, yeah, they voted for it. They voted for it immediately, 62 to 38. Yeah, they got enough Democratic votes. Schumer and, of course, Fetterman. Fetterman jumped in with Donald Trump. Oh, shocking that Fetterman would sell out the Democrats. But, yes, they passed it immediately. They caved. The most useless motherfuckers on earth. They're not going to save you. We have to have a third party. Either the system has to collapse or we have to have a party. Like, no two ways about it. They even went immediately on social media to make fun of Schumer. Here's House Judiciary GOP. Schumer caved, Trump won, incredible. Laughing right at Schumer's face, laughing at all of us. And why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they laugh at somebody who's so fucking pathetic? Somebody who's so sorry ass as the Democrats are. We are a joke. They know that we're no opposition whatsoever. Trump immediately praising Schumer for caving on spending bill. He's a good boy, that Schumer. He's a good little doggy. Give him his treat, send him home. And it's back in October, folks. Here they are back in October. It's a small club, and you and I aren't in it. Here's Chuck Schumer and Donald Trump just laughing it up. Just the best of friends. He gonna pat his boy Chuck Schumer like the dog he is. Yeah, I love you, Schumer. I love you. I know you're controlled opposition. I know you ain't gonna really do shit. I know you're fucking spineless. You ain't gonna stand up to anything I goddamn do, and I love you for it. Just let me one rough shot over the whole goddamn country. Let me destroy the economy. Let me do anything, and you do nothing. You the best, Shumi. So that's where we're at, folks. And please, can you please just stand up to Trump in literally any way, please? I'm going to vote for Trump's spending bill. Yeah, of course you are. We already knew it. We knew it to begin with. Why did you even pretend like you weren't? I guess just to make us feel like assholes for believing you. And even the Onion giving him the business. Chuck Schumer helps pull Democrats back from the brink of courage. Good. Good on you, Chucky boy. I would hate for us to be courageous for once. Form any kind of opposition to the fascists and Nazis taking over our entire fucking country. Why would we? You guys get paid to pretend to be the opposition party, so you need something to justify all that money. And yeah, Dems complaining that they just don't have the leverage to do anything for 2 months, then voting the moment they do have leverage in order to avoid a GOP-controlled shutdown of the government that Musk is already emaciating. Doesn't come off as responsible. It comes off as useless, and that's what they are. Every step of the way, that's what they've been this whole fucking time. Useless Democrats, diet fucking Republicans, and yes, they taste like shit. And then they asked ALC again after they voted for it.
I think there is a deep sense of outrage and betrayal, and this is not.
Let's listen again.
I think there is a deep sense of outrage and betrayal.
Yeah, you think?
And this is not just about progressive Democrats. This is across the board, the entire party. Yeah. There are members of Congress who have won Trump-held districts in some of the most difficult territory in the United States, who walked the plank and took innumerable risks in order to defend the American people, in order to defend Social Security, Medicaid, and Medicare, just to see Senate Democrats even consider acquiescing to Elon Musk. I think it is a huge slap in the face, and I think that there's a wide sense of betrayal.
Take over the party, AOC.
As current.
Good plan, ball.
How will House Democrats and Senate Democrats work together now if there is such a sense of betrayal?
They won't.
I think that creates a real challenge.
They never have.
And that in and of itself, I think, is part of what makes the leadership of this moment so crucial. Because this is a
such leadership we have. So crucial, our leadership right now. And folks, this is why Democrats are never going to beat Republicans. Republicans are playing an entirely different game. They have just decided that the rules don't apply to them anymore. Even the rules of time and space don't apply to them. Here's Rachel Maddow to explain their new crazy plan to get out of having to hold Donald Trump accountable in any way. So basically, I'm going to set this clip up. Democrats put forward a proposal, a bill that before Donald Trump can do what he wants to do, if the Democrats, according to the law, put this forward, the Congress has to vote on it. They have 15 days, and they 100%, according to the law, have to vote on whether they agree with what Donald Trump is doing or not. So here's how Republicans are ensuring that they don't actually have to follow the law and vote.
I mentioned this in the other video, but I'm going to show you exactly what it is.
Emergency law says Congress can end the emergency. He declared a national emergency in order to give himself the ability to proclaim these tariffs. The national emergency law says if a resolution to end the emergency is introduced in Congress, Congress must consider that.
Must.
They have to start the process of voting on it within 15 days.
15 days.
So now we know Democrats are introducing that resolution.
Done.
That starts the clock ticking. That means Congress is going to have to vote on this. 15 days, tick-tock.
Wait for it.
In order to get around that binding requirement in the law, what did Republicans do?
Yeah.
They proclaimed that between now and the end of this Congress, that is just one long day. That's just one day. The whole rest of the Congress. I am not kidding. Quote, each day for the remainder of the 119th Congress shall not constitute a calendar day for the purposes of this emergency declaration. The New York Times tonight called it a, quote, particularly unusual contortion.
Oh, yeah. That's a great way to describe it.
Quote, essentially declared the rest of the year one long day.
Yay! The laws of time and space do not apply if you're Republican, so we're just doomed as doom can be, folks. Literally a different ball game being played. Even if we were playing the same game, Democrats would lose. But we're not. They're not willing to play as dirty, and so it's impossible. But all this, in the long run, is good news because this country has to fucking collapse, folks. This awful goddamn terrorist society in which we find ourselves has to crumble to the fucking ground. So all of this is secretly good. And then it was reported that, hey, you remember when Kamala Harris was debating Donald Trump and they were asking her, hey, do you have any differences between you and Joe Biden? And everybody wanted her to say, yes, I want genocide children in Gaza. And she said, there's no daylight between us. Instead, well, apparently, Joe Biden forced her to say that. Whether she won or lost the election, he thought she would only harm him by publicly distancing herself from him, especially during a debate that would be watched by millions of Americans. To the extent that she wanted to forge her own path, Biden had no interest in giving her room to do so. He needed just 3 words to convey how much all of that mattered to him. No daylight, kid. That's right. Say the words. Just say the words. And she did. So you lost. You lost. Everybody said, hey, if you don't come out against the genocide and the murder of all the children, you're going to lose. And she was like, murder those kids. So you lost. And now we have Donald Trump to destroy the country. So good. Good. Fuck you all. Fuck this whole place. Fuck, 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 fuck. And then speaking of fuck, oh my God. So last time I covered Gavin Newsom's new podcast, because why wouldn't the governor of California start him a podcast? So last time he had Charlie Kirk on his podcast, he was like, oh, Charlie, you so handsome, Charlie. My son just loves you, Charlie. Oh, my God, you doing so good, Charlie, just smooching that Nazi ass. And I was saying, oh, this is the last thing you should be fucking doing. Okay, if you want to have a podcast, fine. I don't think that's a great idea for you, but at least use your podcast to promote progressive voices, to build up smaller channels. That's what we need. They have information control, total information control. We have no way to fucking fight back. Excuse me. So use your power and platform to help in any way you can. No, instead, he decides to platform the worst racist, sexist, transphobic, misogynist fucking Nazis that he can. Instead of people like me, anybody, literally. And people were messaging me, be like, Dusty, what if the only way Democrats can win is to go through Charlie Kirk? Well, then they should fucking lose. Anybody that needs to go through a fucking Nazi to win, it's not a party we want. Hey, go do that. And then in Minecraft, when we come cave the Nazis' heads in, we'll cave your in too. In Minecraft, in a video game, not real life. Don't do violence. So anyway, this week, this motherfucker got Steve Bannon on his show. Mr. Dirty Tricks himself. The absolute architect of everything bad in the Republican Party, y'all. One of the most vile human beings to ever goddamn exist. Steve Bannon. And watch how he sucks Steve Bannon's dick, y'all. First, he lets him on there. Spread the big lie with no pushback, what the fucksoever.
I think that's a lesson that we learned after President Trump. And look, you know, we disagree on this, but President Trump won the 2020 election, and we were kind of shattered as a movement when he left Washington, D.C., and we had to go back to basics to say, you know, it can't be somebody else do something. You know, we had to do something, and that's where we went back to really a pure populist movement to go at the grassroots, the precinct strategy, and kind of rebuild ourselves from there.
No pushback.
I appreciate the notion of agency, that we're not bystanders.
I appreciate you. I appreciate Steve. I appreciate you coming on my show. And I appreciate you telling the world the big lie that the election was stolen. I appreciate you using my platform to bullshit people. I appreciate it, Steve Bannon. Hey, isn't this what we should be doing as Democrats, folks? And then, if you're not already sick enough, here's the ending of the show.
Bright future.
Hey, Steve, I really enjoy this conversation. I think it's incredibly valuable.
So valuable.
And I appreciate the spirit to which we were able to engage. And I hope we can continue the conversation. And I hope we get out of this week without any further disruptions. It's been a hell of a beginning of administration. And I appreciate your advocacy. I also appreciate that you call balls and strikes as it relates to what you're seeing with the administration.
I also think that for your audience, you know, there's a saying that there are decades in which nothing happens and there are weeks in which decades happen. We're living in that time right now. So whatever happens this week, next week, it's going to be quite intense. We have an economy to turn around geostrategically. The beginning of the kinetic part of the Third World War has got to be stopped. So we're living history every day. And I'm just honored you had me on here. And, you know, we were able to conduct this in some level of decency.
Hey, I appreciate it, Steve. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Governor. Appreciate you.
I appreciate it, Steve. You're a great guy, Steve. Hey, can I be one of you, please? Can I be one of you? Oh, my God, Democrats are losing so bad. I just want to be one of the cool kids. Oh, my God, just... Oh, I wish I could say what I want to fucking say. But anyway, you're dead to me. You're dead to me, Gavin. And that's my new section, folks. Diet Republicans. We'll see if that sticks. But if you guys think of a better idea for that, let me know. And Newsom is over. Yep. The entire Democratic Party's over, and it should be. Just so ridiculous, folks. How can progressive ideas not be better than this? How can we not have better representatives than this? Just insane. And I have become drunk, destroyed me. Hey, drink, baby. I had to quit, though, because of the cancer risk. It's dangerous. Speaking of Ozempic, looks like Sloppy Steve is on the Ozempic. Did you guys notice? Looks like he lost a little bit of weight to me, looking slightly less sloppy.
I think that's a lesson that we learned after President Trump. And look, you know.
I mean, yeah, he still looks like dog shit, but it's slightly better dog shit than he did look like before. So, anyway, moving along, folks. Let's get it. I know you've been waiting for it. It's Chud Watch. Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about Chud and make fun of them. We're in trouble, y'all. Yeah, we're in trouble. We got this boomer Alzheimer's patient running everything, destroying our whole country. Listen to this. Meandering bullshit. Like if your Alzheimer's grandpa was saying this, you would take him back to the home and put him on medication.
I broke into Los Angeles. Can you believe it? I had a break-in. I invaded Los Angeles, and we opened up the water, and the water is now flowing down. They have so much water, they don't know what to do. They were sending it out to the Pacific for environmental reasons. Okay, can you believe it? And in the meantime, they lost 25,000 houses. They lost, and nobody's ever seen anything like it. But
yeah, I broke into Los Angeles for the water. Released the water in the Los Angeles. Of course, none of that ever fucking happened. He did go in one part of California, and he made them release all the water that they were storing for the drought for farmers for the summertime, and the water was basically just wasted, just ran to nowhere and was fucking wasted. So yeah, he did potentially destroy a bunch of crops for the summer. But he definitely didn't break into Los Angeles like he's Nicolas Cage trying to steal the Declaration of Independence or something. Okay, nap time, Grandpa. And then he admitted it, folks. Hey, the only reason he's talking about the trans issues is because it helped him get elected. We already know this. We already know they don't actually care about trans issues. Nobody does. They just pretend to because that gets them votes.
And I saw this morning one of them is pretty well known. One is arguing, fighting like crazy over men being able to play in women's sports. I said, yeah, I thought that was tried. I thought that was about a 95%. I think it's a 95% issue. But in a way, I want them to keep doing it because I don't think they can win a race. And I tell the Republicans, I said, don't bring that subject up because there's no election right now. But about a week before the election, bring it up because you can't lose.
I became president because people are so fear of trans people for no fucking reason. Just so stupid. But yeah, this is why the country has to collapse, folks. If a country can collapse because of trans panic, it should collapse because of trans panic. And it's a crazy part. It's one of the things that, who was saying this the other day about, it was Chunk Yogurt, about LeBron James playing in the NBA and how horrible that would be. And I just got to say, like, I wish little LeBron James would play in the WNBA. All right. So regardless if people want to admit it or not, sports are not about fairness. They've never been about fairness. If you want to pretend like both teams are exactly genetically equal and both teams are playing by the exact same set of rules and no team is cheating more than the other team, okay, you can believe whatever fiction you want to. That's fine. But sports are actually 100% about entertainment. That's what you watch football for. That's what you watch all the sports for. And do trans people make sports less entertaining? Fuck no. The exact opposite is true. I gotta say, like, I ain't never watched a fucking basketball game, because why would I? It's boring as fuck. And I definitely ain't watched a fucking WNBA game. But if LeBron James put on a wig and started playing in the WNBA, I would watch every fucking game. I would have fucking WNBA parties, invite my goddamn friends over. And you know who'd be benefited from that? Everybody in the WNBA. All the salaries to go up. Everybody be making more cheddar because more eyes will be on them, baby. So anyway, that's just my take on it. But also, like, if the women in the WNBA don't want to play against trans women, then they can just get together and they can tell the people that own the league, we don't want this. Collectively bargain. And then they make up their own minds what they want to do, right? It's their body. Your body, your choice, in my opinion. And ABC, folks, reporting that Trump is expected to invoke the Alien Enemies Act. Yeah. Hey. So this is an act that was partially used, not primarily, but partially used to inter Japanese Americans, during the World War II. But also he's going to use this to allow him to more easily round up the Browns, and I assume kick anybody out of the country that dares speak negative about Israel, because that's the new thing. Our free speech is dead. You're not allowed to speak out anymore. So super cool. Seems a little bit nightmarish dystopian, but what do I know? And then he went today and talked about prosecuting news outlets that displease him. Yeah, President Trump gave an unprecedented speech at the Department of Justice. Oh, he continually talked about lawfare, how lawfare is so evil. Now he's directly at the Department of Justice talking about lawfare and how he's going to do it, and it's good now. Delivering a political speech at the agency where presidents have usually attempted to maintain a distance to avoid politicizing it. While previous presidents have spoken at the department to announce policy changes or crime-fighting initiatives, Trump delivered a purely political speech that included repeats of topics he often used in campaigns. So some of the things he said is, Mr. Trump referred to a corrupt group of hacks and radicals within the ranks of the American government who he has said has obliterated trust and goodwill over generations. Him and everybody he's nominated. We're turning the page on 4 long years of corruption, weaponization, surrendering. And then he went on to say, I believe that CNN and MSNBC, who literally write 97.6% bad about me, are political arms of the Democratic Party. And in my opinion, they're really corrupt and they're illegal. What they do is illegal. He also said it has to stop. It has to be illegal. It's influencing judges, and it's really changing the law, and it just cannot be legal. I don't believe it's legal, and they do it total coordination with each other. So super cool. Free speech absolutist. If you don't believe that he said that, here's a little snippet.
And I believe that CNN and MSDNC, who literally write 97.6% bad about me, are political arms of the Democrat Party. And in my opinion, they're really corrupt and they're illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal, baby. Illegal. So this is the President of the United States threatening the free press. He's not threatening Fox News. He's not threatening Newsmax, the incredible hardcore propaganda networks. No. Of course, he's doing anybody who's even slightly progressive. And CNN is not even that progressive. They're diet Republicans. So scary times, folks, and he's doing this for a reason. He is going to do lawfare against them, but he's also, even if he doesn't do that, it's the president trying to bully the free press and not reporting the truth about him, which should scare anybody who cares about the Constitution anyway, which I guess counts out every single Republican. That Trump joked about invading Greenland and using soldiers to take it over.
Very important. We have a couple of bases on Greenland already, and we have quite a few soldiers, and maybe you'll see more and more soldiers go there. I don't know. What do you think about that, Pete? So don't answer that, Pete.
Yeah, we're talking about invading a sovereign country. So funny, but I tell you guys this all the time. They float ideas out there about things they've already decided to do, so when they actually do them, nobody's like shocked and surprised. They boil the frog slowly. So, yeah, he's already decided to do it. We'll see if he actually does it or not. But definitely heavy on his mind. And then Trump, who owns a winery, put out a tweet. The European Union, one of the most hostile and abusive taxing and tariffing authorities in the world, which was formed for the sole purpose of taking advantage of the United States, has just put a nasty 50% tariff on whiskey. If this tariff is not removed immediately, the U.S. will shortly place a 200% tariff on all wines, champagnes, and alcoholic products coming out of France and other EU represented countries. This will be great for the wine and champagne business in the U.S. Yay! vaulted champagne business in the U.S. Of course, those playing at home might know that there is no champagne business in the U.S. because to be champagne, it has to come from a specific part of, France, I think? So just knock off. He doesn't mean champagne, though. He means champagne. The beautiful champagne business in America. Hey, our aka is so loud, not even the G is silent. Delicious champagne! So anyway, I'm sure the fact that he owns a winery is in no way a conflict of interest. Don't worry about it. And U.S. booze makers raise alarm over EU's 50% whiskey tariff. Trump today vows 2% tariff. Yeah, they're scared, folks. You should not have supported the orange goof. Excuse me. Disgusting. But hey, that's what's happening when you turn our allies against us. You make us a pariah country for the whole fucking world. Everybody hates us. Everybody's doing their best to fuck us over and boycott us. And not going well. All of America's largest trading partners literally hate us.
I will also say something we have not talked about on this broadcast at all. You talk to folks in the travel industry, folks that that are involved in airlines, in hotels, and everything else. This trade war is going to turn into something broader than just a trade war. People in other countries are not coming to the United States the way they used to. You are going to see travel drop. Foreigners saying, we don't like these people. Literally. And I think that has an economic impact, but has a much broader, more profound impact that has not even been sort of calculated in what's going on here. I will also say
story.
Something we have not.
Tourist industry going to be down like a motherfucker. Who wants to come over to this garbage goddamn country? This shithole country, to coin a phrase. Nobody, baby. And they're warning them not to. And even the Wall Street Journal, which is a right-wing rag, making videos on Fox News calling out Donald Trump for his ridiculous and stupid tariff plans.
I know we saw each other at the World Economic Forum in January.
Yes, in Davos, right.
In Davos back then. And do you remember the mood then was so upbeat? And the American chief execs that were there were all so excited. The talk was all of deregulation, growth, no tax rises, boom, boom, America. And Europe was absolutely stuck in the doldrums, very unhappy. But it's very interesting how that mood has shifted pretty much since all the tariffs started coming in. I think businesses realize now Trump is serious about this. Yep. But the problem they've got is that they're being imposed in a very haphazard way, and that's creating so much instability. Then along comes your interview, and Trump refuses to rule out a recession. He's talking in a kind of no pain, no gain kind of way. And I think, chief execs, businesses, they're slightly floundering because they don't know where to look now.
Yeah, and one of the main stories in the Journal today, CEO frustrations with Trump over trade mount in private. So the president has been speaking to lots of CEOs this week. He was at the Business Roundtable, and of course, lots of CEOs told me at the Business Council they're not sure where things are going. What do you think the conversation is in boardrooms today in terms of how these companies are going to adjust to this new policy of tariffs?
Well, I think one thing's very clear from our reporting is they're reluctant to say anything publicly.
Cowards.
I think that story is about this roundtable of business people. There were some sort of informal polls.
Yeah, well, you guys deserve what you get if you won't speak out against the orange fucking goof. And in his first month in office, showed federal spending of $603 billion in February. It's $36 billion higher than last February. That's far, far more than anything that Doge has claimed to save, folks. So for anybody that thought they were trying to balance the budget or save people money, obviously you're a fucking idiot. The entire point of this is to fire everybody in the government, to steal your Social Security, and to not balance the budget with it, not give a dime back to the people they stole it from, funnel it directly to the top, to the 0.001%, because everything for them, nothing for you. They hate you, and they want to watch you die, folks. And are we tired of winning yet? U.S. stock market loses $5 trillion in value in 3 weeks. Now, it did go up like 600 points today, but still, it's down more than 3,000 points in the last month. So at least $4 trillion in value in the last 3 weeks. But hey, greatness! It may sound bad, folks, but it's actually good. That's what has to happen. We have to have more pain before people rise up. But they're doing everything they can to stop the revolution. Fox News telling people, hey, don't worry about it. Ingram says, ignore and tune out the plunging markets. Isn't it great to have an optimistic president who has a real plan to make life better? Just ignore the sky is falling reports. Yeah, ignore the 3,000-point crash of the stock market. Ignore the fact that you're all getting fired. Just ignore it. Stick your head in the sand and love it, baby. You're ruled by a fat orange dictator stealing all your money. Isn't it great? And here's the other avenue they're using to try to justify the economy collapsing. It'd be worse if Kamala was president.
What do you want to say about the tariff fight?
Look, we have to remember, step back for just 1 second. We have to remember that if Kamala Harris had won on November 5th, the stock market would be down 50%. Business climate would be a total disaster.
Source? Trust me, bro. Yeah, it'd be down 1,000,000%. We'd all be dead now. All the blacks would have eaten our pets. They'd trans every single one of you. Every one of your kids, forced feminization for everybody, be hell on earth. They'd be opening portals, demons be coming out eating your fucking flesh. So yeah, it's bad. 3,000 points in 1 month is horrible, but not as bad as Kamala. Be afraid, y'all. Just good God. Fucking boomers watching Fox News all day, and then they don't care though, folks. Speaking of boomers, they don't actually give a shit what's happening. They're completely fine with Trump being a king.
Did it bother you when Donald Trump referred to himself as a king on his social media post?
I didn't hear that.
I don't think nothing bothers me that Donald Trump says.
Nothing bothers me that Donald Trump says. He can literally say it don't matter, okay? Donald Trump could literally shoot my husband in the face. I don't give a fuck. He is my God, and I will love him and worship him no matter what he does.
But do you think that having a king goes with the American way of life?
It's just like they calling Elvis the king.
It's the exact same thing. Hey, the President of the United States calling himself the king, it's exactly the same thing as a musician doing it, isn't it? Isn't that the same thing? It's 100% the same thing, y'all.
King of rock and roll. Michael Jackson's the king of rock and roll.
He was the king of pop, dumb bitch.
The difference. He's the king of the presidency for us.
He's the king of the presidency.
He is the king of presidency, and I believe that's what he was referring to, and he is our king.
That's clearly what he's referring to. He's not referring to the fact that he's really a legit king. He's just talking about the king of president. And look, I know everybody knows that I don't actually believe a fucking word that comes out of my mouth. I'm just lying, and I'm saying this because I don't want you to know the truth. And the truth is, I don't give a fucking shit. I don't care about the Constitution of this country any goddamn way. I want Trump to be a dictator. I want him to be a god. I want him to be a king and do whatever the fuck he wants to, and fuck this goddamn country. I hate the left, and I hate trans people, and I don't give a shit. That's the truth, but I can't say that, so I gotta pretend like I believe that when he says he's the king, he just means the king of pop, y'all. Do you believe me? No, we don't believe you, bitch. Lies all they fucking do. And then another shocker, imagine my surprise, former NFL player Le'Veon Bell, who joined Trump on stage at a rally in Pennsylvania last October, has been ordered to pay his cousin $25 million for raping her when she was a child. What? Another Trump-supporting pedophile? I don't believe. Oh, I believe it, of course. It's always the way, folks. 95% of pedophiles are Trump supporters. Fact check me on that. They don't care, though, folks. They literally don't care if their children are raped. They just pretend to believe that. They don't pretend to believe. They pretend. Yeah, they pretend to believe that. They want you to believe that they believe that. When nothing could be further from the truth. And then we're going to gloss over this, but apparently there's confirmation hearings in the Senate for Dr. Oz, who's going to be in charge of Medicare and Medicaid, so that's cool. If you're wondering, why do these multi-millionaires and billionaires take these jobs in the government where they make $150,000, $200,000 a year? Why would they do that? Are they doing that out of the kindness of their own heart because they love America so? No. They're doing that to gut America so they can get more tax cuts. Even though they're not making a lot of money in their job, the money they'll save in tax cuts, the millions and billions of dollars, is way worth it. Spend a couple months of their lives destroying our government and fleecing all of us out every fucking penny. That's what he's doing. They're going to take our Social Security, y'all. That's the plan. And white supremacy, it's back on full-fledged. It never went anywhere, but it went like underground just a little bit. They tried to hide it just a teeny bit, but not anymore. Department of Justice drops Texas racist gerrymandering lawsuit. So, yeah, they gerrymandered all the districts in Texas to make sure, do a bunch of fuckery that all the black people were in this really strange district. So their votes count way less. They only get like one representative, and they don't water down all the whiteys. So the white people and the Republicans can have all their representatives. So representative government doesn't work anymore, folks. We have to abolish it. The first thing that needs to happen when this country collapses is do not let them set up another system with representative government. Okay, we don't need it. That might have been fine 200 years ago when we didn't have the fucking internet, telephone, and TVs and shit. But it's an outdated concept. But yeah, racism all the fucking time. And even more racism, apparently. Linda McMahon, you know, Vince McMahon's wife, who ran the WWE and is now the Secretary of Education for some reason in this country. So now they're investigating 50 colleges for diversity. Oh no, you guys try to help black people and brown people? Straight to jail with you. Can't have that. We have to intimidate you. Make sure that you don't in any way try to give a hand up to the people that we've oppressed for hundreds of years in this fucking country. To hell with that. Think of the white folks, will you? So, yep, that's happening right before she abolishes the Department of Education. More racism. Apparently, Pete Hegseth, you know, the Fox News correspondent who now runs our military. Arlington National Cemetery scrubs website of links for grave sites of black, Hispanic, and female veterans. So, yeah, they have a new mandate that anything that mentions, like, race, like, hey, this black guy represented his community real well. He was the leader of a black unit, the Tuskegee Airmen or whatever. Nope, can't have any of that. Can't have any mention of race whatsoever or gender. So all that has to be scrubbed. We can't have you knowing that black folks served their country and died with respect and honor. We can't have any of that, folks. So gone memory hold in this 1984-esque hell in which we find ourselves. And then, hey, I don't know, is this bad? Somebody tell me if this is bad. Hegseth to overhaul U.S. rules against war crimes. Yes, Pete Hegseth, who on Fox News used his position to continuously advocate for the pardoning of war criminals, our military members who blatantly murdered, cut off children's heads and shit. He made sure they got pardoned. Now they're trying to water down the rules for war crimes. Seems bad to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting. But yikes. Good news, though, at least. Apparently, Trump's plan to start a 30,000-person concentration camp at Gitmo has failed miserably, like most everything the Orange Goof does. Apparently, it costs $20,000 to fly one person over there, and there's only like 10 people there. So good. Maybe they won't use that as a concentration camp for the rest of us, but I have a feeling that they're keeping it as Plan B, just in case us lefties get out of pocket a little bit. And then, brainworms apparently conducting raid on poppers manufacturers. You guys know what poppers are? Poppers are like a primarily gay drug, but not entirely. You might have seen them in gay porn, which you all watch. They sniff them, and it relaxes your butthole, and so it's easier to get butt fucked. And I know poppers before, man. I love me some poppers. I knew poppers to get butt fucked. I never butt fucked. I don't like that. It feels like a reverse poop. Like the wrong direction. I don't know why anybody likes that. Anyway, but poppers make you feel so sexy. Like when you're jacking at the porn, you're like, oh my God, this porn is so hot. You do poppers. But see, what they did was they made the original poppers illegal, the formula, and then they replaced it with some kind of new formula. And that formula is dog shit. It just makes you cough. You can't even do it. Every time I've ever bought them, I had to pour them out. It's like 10 seconds. But no, of course, they have to go out to the gay drugs because they can't have gay people relaxing their assholes and having sex and shit. Mind your own business, Republicans. Can't have anything in this goddamn country. So then, the Kennedy Center. I love this for Shady Vance. Remember, Donald Trump took over the Kennedy Center, which was a venue where they had plays and whatnot over there in Washington, D.C. And Vice President Shady Vance showed up. Let's see how that went for him.
Kill that light!
Boo that man. Boo. Hey, they're saying Burns. Hate that dude. And remember Nancy Mace? I covered this story when it happened. She got up on the House floor and accused her ex-husband and a bunch of other dudes of drugging her and raping her, which is bad, horrible. Believe women, y'all. But strangely, she never made any of these accusations to the police. She never made any of these accusations in public anywhere except on the House floor, on account of she read some kind of obscure law that seems to suggest that anything a congressperson says on the House floor, they cannot be taken to court for libel. They're completely immune to libel, so they can literally say anything they want without fear of retribution. So for some reason, almost like she wanted attention, like she's a crazy-ass moonbat who's always trying to make herself the victim to put herself in the spotlight, thought she could get away with it by accusing people wrongly of rape and drugging her. And now her husband, her ex-husband, and some of the other dudes are suing her for defamation. They're saying she should not be allowed to get away with defamation just because she's head of the House floor. That law's bullshit. So, hey, I think she might be in trouble, y'all. I don't think you're actually allowed to do that. I think she might have misread the law. This is some sovereign citizen bullshit. So good. Sue that bitch. And then this will usually go in the Beyond Parody section, but let's just do it in the Chud Watch section. You guys know who Pete Buttigieg is? He's our former transportation secretary. Super nice guy, well-spoken. Continuously went on Fox News and whooped their ass. Literally never brings up the gay thing unless they bring it up first. Just nice, tries to do his job, stick to the fucking facts. Or if you're Fox News.
I would say this, he made his first big move. Took his pronouns off his profile.
Oh, it's about time.
So, yeah.
Did he?
Yep. That's the first thing you look at on a profile? It's noticeable when your whole agenda is I'm gay. That was his big selling point, and accept me. And people did, and he put his pronouns up there.
Yeah, Pete Buttigieg. That was his whole big selling point. He just walked around and said, I'm gay, everybody accept me, I'm gay, gay, gay. That's all he did, right? Isn't that true? Isn't that real humanity? No, it's not at all. That's what you guys did. You made everything about him being gay. That's what they love to do, folks. They love to shove shit down your throat, and they love to bitch about people shoving shit down your throat. Conservatism 101. And then, folks, I even talked about this before on my show. I talked about poor Mark Zuckerberg and how it's obvious that one of the reasons he's sucking up to Trump so much, he's done the right-wing slide. Now, obviously, he wants tax cuts. He doesn't want to pay an extra dime in taxes, and he likes the deregulation of Facebook where they can literally get away with anything. But also, it's very clear there's a part of him that was really jealous of all the conservatives getting to go to the UFC and cheered for and getting to hang out with the bros of the UFC. And he really wanted that. And he finally got a shot, folks. Look at him trying to look like a real boy. He almost seems semi-human, but not really. You'll never be a real boy, Zuckerberg. Sad. See right through you, transparent fuck. And failed actor to right-wing pipeline. Absolutely undefeated. You guys remember this douche? He's the one that debated Sam Cedar, can't fight the cedar. He was like, oh, yeah, government agencies get tax cuts. Why would they get tax cuts? Why? They don't pay taxes. Why would government agencies pay taxes? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, you're going to be shocked. Apparently, he's an actor who formerly worked on DEI projects, even though his entire spiel was how horrible DEI is, how we need to eliminate DEI because it's unfair. Here he is, being a filmmaker for minority groups. There's so many issues. Yeah, here he is. He's a minority filmmaker who specifically made films targeting minorities and DEI. Always the way. And looking bad, dude. Looking real bad. Whatever's happened to you, I'm sorry. But being a right-wing douche definitely ages you and makes you look horrible. And they're so fake, y'all. Oh, my God. Has there ever been more of a fake people than conservatives? So here's Helena Babbitt, whatever the fuck her name is. Donald Trump's lawyer, Alina Habba. I was close. Alina Habba, Donald Trump's horrible lawyer who lost every case for him, but clearly only hired her because she's attractive. Here she is on a podcast with alleged rapist, sex trafficker, and not alleged, admitted con man, and woman beater, Andrew Tate. And she's absolutely lusting over him, flirting, clear as day flirting with this rapist.
Hey.
Hello, Alina. Hi.
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 Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
I'm a
you.
big fan.
I'm a big fan.
Well, nice to meet you. I'm a fan.
I'm
You're
a
the one
big fan. I'm a big fan. Nice. It's so nice to meet you, Andrew Tate. I'm such a big fan. Literally creaming her panties right now over this sex trafficker. It's like decency has been killed in this country, folks. Like they're trying to do it on purpose. I guess to own the fucking libs. Well, here she is. She took a little shit for it. People pushed back. Believe it or not, some conservatives, some Christians don't actually like sex traffickers or rapists. Amazing. So after she received a little pushback, here she is lying about the whole thing.
Saving Trump. You're doing more important work than me.
The accusations against the Tate brothers are stomach churning. They are disturbing. And as I will say, you know, and I've said many times since then, that is for the court to handle, and they should handle it.
Basically, people have told me you said you're a fan or something like that.
Yeah, that was what I said was it's a great manipulation. So
we literally just saw it. We just saw what you said. There's no manipulation. You said a couple times you were a great fan while you were flirting and creaming your panties. Now lie to us. Who are you going to believe? Her or your own eyes, folks?
The Tate brothers, you know, have a tremendous social media presence in terms of, and what we were discussing were politics in the UK. He was talking about running. And I am always passionate about people that are vocal
That's what it was.
against certain things.
Mhm.
Now, that is very separate. I want to be very clear than accusations of human trafficking,
Definitely.
accusations of anything, and rape, whatever the accusations are
Right.
against them. You have to put that in one bucket, and that really is a very
No, you don't. No, you don't. If they're accused of rape and they're admitted con man and they're on tape talking about beating women, you don't have to have two separate buckets. You can say, fuck these dudes, fuck these douches. If they say something I like, I'll go find somebody else who said that and praise them. Somebody that's not a rapist or sex trafficker. But no, these people are just the most vile humans on earth. That's what they get off on, folks. No decency, no class in this country whatsoever. Not like we ever had a lot, but now they're destroying decency on purpose. And I'm so owned. I don't know about you guys. And now we're going to finish up the Chud Watch section with the town halls that are going on. More town halls this week. Republicans going back to face their constituents. Let's see how that's going for them. This is Representative Chuck Edwards.
Why do you support a president that cares nothing about NATO, Ukraine, and democracy, but cares about Putin and other dictators?
Why does he look like Sebastian Gorka?
Actually, I believe that the president is very supportive of Ukraine.
Yeah, who you gonna believe? Your own eyes or this guy, folks? Yeah, man, he didn't get any better for him. Now, this is how you should ask questions, folks. These guys are already hip to how conservatives answer questions. They don't actually answer a question, they listen, and then they pivot to something totally different than what you said and ignore your question and just say talking points. So this guy was onto it. Great question.
Do you support the annexation of Canada and/or Greenland? And this is a yes or no question. I don't want you to wander off into the woods. I don't want to hear about your latest week in your office.
So where you going? Come back, dick. I still got time.
Okay, so I'm trying to get your opinion on this as a yes or no. Do you support Trump on annexing Canada or Greenland? And do you like the way he treats the premier or the president of Canada, calling him governor? Is that the way you do as a diplomat? Is that the way the United States should act to our closest neighbors? You know, is this, and I've still got a little more time. Do you enjoy the way he's tried to extort minerals from the Ukraine? Do you like bullying people that need your help? Do you go for kicking the guy when he's down? Do you support Trump in these things? And this is a yes or no.
The no's in there. Let me answer the first one, and then there was one that really stuck out that I'd like to also answer. I believe your first question that you wanted yes or no is, do I support annexing Greenland and Canada? The short answer to that is no, I do not.
They do whatever the orange group tells them to.
There was another question in there. I think it was, do I support a deal? I'm going to paraphrase it a little bit. A deal with Ukraine in obtaining minerals and helping the United States taxpayer recoup the $140 billion or so that we sent over there. The answer is yes, I do support that.
Boo. Boo that man. And so things got progressively worse for Chuck Edwards. Here he is throwing veterans out to... It's mono. Yeah. Or one ear. Yeah.
Thank you for that feedback.
I'm a veteran, you're gonna fuck about me. And then here he is. Get him out! Get that veteran out of here! Fuck that veteran! Get him out of here! Eject that veteran! Folks, they don't give a shit about you. They know that your vote doesn't count. Okay? Even if your vote did sort of count, Elon Musk will just come in there and he'll spend more money that he found in his couch cushions than every single one of his constituents put together can fucking spend. And he only has to swing a very small amount of people. Your vote does not count. And they know your vote doesn't count. And they don't give a shit about you. This is all play acting right here because they have to go through the fucking motions. But democracy's over in this country, y'all. So here they are, dragging the veteran out. Here comes the jackbooted thugs. Fuck you, veteran. And then let's look at another angle at them dragging this veteran out. Yep. Heroes in blue. I'll back the blue. They love our veterans, don't they? Nope. Nope, they don't. None of them give a shit about any of you. Oh, they look at you as more meat for the meat grinder. And then, just to realize how fired up people were, this was after his conference, when he was doing his press conference in the next room. You could still hear the people angrily shouting.
Very detailed conversation. I met with FEMA Director Cameron Hamilton earlier this week for about an hour and a half. I had a chance to go for
I'm just saying, these motherfuckers might want to be a little afraid, y'all. We might be entering French Revolution time in Minecraft. And then, this is one of the gentlemen that asked questions. They interviewed him on CNN afterwards.
For an hour and a half, Congressman Edwards had to endure insults, jeers, and searing questions about DOGE, about the Trump administration's policies, and what in particular hit a nerve were all of these cuts to federal jobs across the nation. That drew a lot of ire from the crowd. I want you to listen now to a Vietnam veteran, a registered Republican from the 11th District. We caught up with him before the town hall and then right after he left, not even halfway through, because he couldn't stand what he was hearing, he says, from Edwards. Watch.
The Congress passes the laws and decides how our money is spent.
They did.
Not some billionaire clown from South Africa. So, you know, I want him to stand up. And it's not that hard. He volunteered. Nobody forced him to run for Congress. So he took that same oath. A town hall is for the congressman to hear what his constituents want. It's not to make a campaign speech.
Yeah, but they don't care about you. Your opinion means nothing. Words had no effect anymore, folks. We're beyond that. Breaking: veterans gathered today in North Carolina to protest Republican Representative Brad Knott, who has refused to host a town hall, super brave, in his district. So since he won't meet his constituents and face them, they had a rally with veterans.
Next up, we've got Scott Peoples, everybody, who you all may have seen on the campaign trail this last year, fighting for veterans. And
I love this caricature of Elon. Spot on. I'm not going to play any more of that video, but you go, veterans. I guess they feel like they're doing something. Got to try something, right? Excuse me. And, folks, have you seen this? So Tom Tillis, who is a Republican congressperson, released a series of phone calls he's received of death threats. People are mad, y'all. This is what they're phoning in to their Republican congresspeople.
Good afternoon, Senator Tillis.
That's how Northern Warbeck think about you Southern white trash. That's what the ones who won the Civil War think about you. Do you understand that inferior bad genes, inbred stupid you and all your people?
Yeah, Tom Tillis, afraid of death threats. Then get the out of office.
I would like to talk to Tom Tillis and ask him why he thinks it's okay for him to take money from this nation and it over. Why does he think that he can tell his employers to go themselves every goddamn day, all day long, and sell his goddamn nation out and his employers over? Don't he know that his employers can take a axe handle and cave his head in?
And I suggest, well, you're going to have to be very careful about going out in public or talking to anybody that's real, that's an actual American, because we hate you.
If I didn't have a broken back in Southern California, I would spend the rest of my life in federal prison for a chance to cut your throat.
Holy shit! People are angry! Good God, y'all. Don't know. Future's going to be interesting. That's for fucking sure. And that is my Chud Watch for this evening. Yeah, damn. I know, right? A lot of anger out there, and who can blame them? Got these unelected goose destroying everything, wiping their ass with the Constitution, taking away our free speech. But, folks, please forgive me for a quick commercial. Hey, shut up, Dusty. God damn it. I know. There is a patron that belongs to me. It is patreon.com/podcast. If you click on the more button, it pops down. The very first button, boom, right there, it pops up. And then there's a button here. It says become a member. It's gone down a lot. It's gone down like shit. 30% in the last year, which is bad. Like you would think it would grow because I'm one of the only left-wing shows, but it doesn't. Just keep going down. So could you chip in and ensure that I continue to be able to do this? It would be very much appreciated. I don't let any ads run. I don't sell anything. I don't count anybody money. I don't fucking bullshit. I just make content, put it out for free. It's 100% user supported. So if you could chip in, it'd be a great time to do it. I'd appreciate it. And also, you get tickets to the after party at all the after parties. And tonight, the after party starts here. It's like another section I do after the show, like a whole other video right after the show. It ends, and then those who know where the after party is, and they go show up, and then I do a whole other like 20 minutes of show just for them. So if you want more of the Dusty Show, you can get it. Go sign up for my after party. And all right, hey, I'm going to read some of the super chats I've received from PayPal. If I haven't read these in a while, I apologize. It's not because I don't love you, because I do. It's just because I let them build up. And who is this one? Where's the name at? Oh, Jamie Nelson. Jamie Nelson, super generous, gave me $100 for being a hero to us all. Going to send the big ones through here so the greedy YouTube goblins can't take a penny. Regardless, Agent Zero, I appreciate you. Very, very generous. Great way to do it if you guys don't want to give YouTube money. I have a PayPal that is in every description of every video. It's cultofdusty2@gmail.com, and you can send money through PayPal through tips, and I will receive them, and it's appreciated, and they take less money out. Happy 50th birthday, Dusty, and many more, says Mike Clark. $10. Thank you, Mike. Very generous. I appreciate you. $10 from Dennis Jensen. who says, nothing. You didn't have to say it, though. Sexy motherfucker. I know exactly what you're thinking. And then 1604 from, no, that's a game I bought from Valve. Domino's. I bought a Domino's pizza. That's not it. Netflix. I cancel my Netflix. Fuck Netflix. Michael Hall, $10, says, nothing. Okay, you didn't have to say nothing. It's all good. Michael Hall, appreciate you. And then we got Cameron Burr, $1. Gave me $1. I only got 50 cents of it. They took 50 cents, but that's fine, I guess. You didn't say anything, but that's cool. Who else? $20 from Randall Brush. Randall says, nothing, but you're from Liverpool. Big ups to Liverpool, and thank you for the money. And Washington Post. Why did Washington Post take money? I got no subscription to fucking Washington Post, do I? What? Do I have a subscription to Washington Post? Oh, hell no, I don't. I need to check my PayPal more often. Anyway, thank you for the donations. I appreciate it. If you guys want to do it through PayPal, feel free to do so. It's very appreciated. And now, WSD time, $5. Good evening, Dusty. Good evening, WSD time. Just sending some cash your way. I'll catch the show later since I'm a bit tied up right now. Hey! Well, have fun doing whatever you're doing. I hope you're getting fucked or something in a good way. Rebecca Boys, I was just thinking about you. I was going to ask, if you didn't show up tonight, I was going to ask where Rebecca was. Been missing you. And $80 as always. Super generous, Rebecca. Everybody love to Rebecca. Or go fuck yourself. Was out sick. I'm sorry for the last show. And in my delirium, screwed up my super chat. Spot on thumbnail. Hell yeah, baby. I'm good. I live in New York and called Cuck Schumer. Left a voicemail. Got to fight somebody. Yeah, you got to do something. Whatever you can do, and I definitely appreciate you. I know you work those phone banks, and you do what you can for progressive issues, and you definitely support this show very well, and it's appreciated. You're loved, Rebecca. I'll see you tomorrow. Senator Rose, hey, that's the happy birthday, fellow March baby. Fuck yeah, are you a Pisces like me? I can't swim worth a shit. Sedona, just sending some appreciation your way, Dusty. You're fantastic, and I love having your show in my life. Hey, as always, I love having all of you in my life. You know, you guys are really the reason I wake up in the morning and even make a fucking effort. Don't make me cry, Sedona, but I love you, and thank you for sharing this life with me. Melanated for life, $20. I predict that Schumer would give us the old sausage in the back door. Yeah, it was pretty obvious. He did it for Blackstone Inc. Look him up, a.k.a. the money. No one is coming to save us. There's only one way to stop fascists. Free Luigi. Yep, he has work to do. And fucking Ozempic burps. Thank you, Melanated for life. You rock. Very generous. Appreciate you. Good to see you tonight. Mikey Savage, $5. Take my boat mechanic money, Dusty. Oh, I'll take it all, baby. We'll catch you on the replay. Flippity flop. Oh, for the world's greatest show. The world's only show. So it's a low bar. Megan Barcelona, love you guys. Love you back, Mason. Ashton Kumar, $6.99. Hell Satan, close enough. $1.99 from Pillbox. Hi, thanks for making me laugh, Dusty. I do what I do, Pill. Justin Joseph, $5. Trump and Republicans are the school mass shooter, and Dems are the Uvalde PD. I know, right? Standing by as they murk a bunch of fucking kids. You're worthless. Thank you, Joseph. I'm here. You can start. Hey, we started. Thank you for making the party happen. Ideal Paradox. Roy Droid Void. It rhymes, baby. Country and party have been sold. Citizens equal prey. Yep. We are hosts to the parasites to feed off on until we all die, I guess. Juke gave a ticket. Fuck yeah, Juke. Good to see you tonight. Smoky Stew gave 5. Hell yeah, delicious. Smoky Stew. Eat you all up. If you got a ticket, give a Jupe and Smoky Stew your love and show up at that party. Jupe, Hell Satan, in these times like no other, do what thou wilt. Yeah, that's the Satan church, right? Make it the whole of your law, 93. Do what thou wilt, as long as it's not hurting anybody else. That's a very important part of that, to be honest with you. My furries to yours. Never stop reaching for the furthest star. Hey, I appreciate you supporting the show, Jupe. Good to see you tonight. Little Furrow, $5. Australian, what up? Egg burping money made. It's so disgusting. So disgusting. I got to half my dosage. Fucking Ozempic. Thank you, Little Furrow. Jeremiah has $20. Very generous. Happy Friday. Feed this money to Fat Dusty and Hell Satan. I wish. I can't even eat 2 bites of goddamn spaghetti. Feel like I'm going to die, y'all. This shit's wild. Thank you, Jeremiah Hess. Haley D. Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking for the weekend. Rebecca Black, love her. And love you, Haley. Charlie Kelly, 1 ticket. Fuck yeah, Charlie. Swaggering Cat. The pharaohs are often sacrifices to Baphomet to end the GOP cult. Good. Let the Haitians eat them. Between their chants, they send their regards. Hey, and I send scritches to all of yours. Love you, swaggering. $3 from the Monopoly. Come on, thing. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Don't freak out. Don't crash. You got it. Thumbs up, Monopoly. Appreciate you. And Kevin Milligan, that's like $30 in free tickets. 10 tickets. If you got one, show up to the after party. Give Kevin Milligan your love. And if you want a free ticket, you got to show up here live because they're giving out randomly to everybody. You got a chance. And they're giving away every week, these very generous people. In my chat, I knew it was going to crash. It was just a matter of time. I guess I got a memory leak. Anyway, show up live. And if you got a ticket, give them all your love. I appreciate you. Thank you, Kevin Milligan. Pick Jupiter Quake. Hell, Satan. I had the girls in Ho Hoist make a bunch of Trump voodoo dolls. Been throwing them down the stairs all day. Man, I only wish that worked. But sounds fun. And thank you, Jupe. Picks a Pusher. I'm live streaming the show on big screen beta. Fuck yeah. You in the VR? Love me some VR. I'm looking forward to that new Crystal Super coming out. Justin Joseph, I can't feel bad for veterans who voted for Trump. I know, right? And now getting what they voted for. All I hear is the South Park redneck yelling, they took our jobs. Yep, the only foreigner that took your jobs is Elon Musk. Learn to love it, sluts. Agent Orange, $25. That's good enough to read you sexy. That was a fake name. I swear. LOL. What was a fake name? I'm out of the loop, but I still love you, Agent Orange. Haley D, 10 tickets. Fuck yeah, Haley. If you got a ticket, be sure to give Haley your love and show up at the after party. Check the members section of YouTube for the link to the after party. It says AP, exclamation point. You'll figure it out. You're smart. Thank you, Haley. And last, MJ. Look online for protests, but the info seems throttled. Found 5501. And actually, yeah, we don't have a free press anymore. They almost never report any of the stuff that I'm reporting. I guess that's good for me, but bad for America. And thank you to everybody donated tonight. And there's still plenty of time for you to donate if you want to, if you're able. I'm going to read all the rest of the super chats at the end of the show, so get them in early and get them in often. Got to reset the chat since everything fucking crashed. But hey, I'm good at this, so I can do it real quick. And now I got to refresh this. And Bob's your uncle. We're ready to roll again. Now we're moving on to a section I like to call, I bet it's Elon, baby. Yep. Sing along if you know the words. It's very simple. It goes, Elon, oh, baby, this a motherfucker gotta go. Yeah. And Louie. Remember Louie? We fuck all the girls all kinds of ways. That's what I hear every time I hear that song. And first off, on President Elon, first off, he released this tweet that said that Hitler wasn't actually responsible for killing millions of people. It was the government, baby. He's doing this to demonize government workers, to make the government workers seem like Nazis, seem like the threat to society. Alice Smith, Stalin, Mao, and Hitler didn't murder millions of people. Their public sector workers did. To which Elon immediately reposted, true. Government workers are the bad guys, y'all, not billionaires. Not me, sucking every goddamn dollar out of the system. Not me, stealing your Social Security money. It's the government workers or Hitler's, not me, doing the goddamn Nazi salute twice. And, Musk retweeted the claim that Hitler didn't murder millions of people. Seems bad. Don't think I'd be buying a Tesla if I were you. Then he's threatening lawfare against any other PAC that pushes progressive values. Act Blue needs to be investigated for financing terror and accepting money from foreign terror groups. So conservatives have way more PACs than Democrats do. They have all the fucking money. Act Blue gets very little money compared to what Elon Musk puts into the fucking race, but they want to make sure that the left has nothing, that Democrats have nothing, even though they're not the left. They're really Republicans light. But literally, they want to crush any opposition whatsoever to make sure our voices can't be heard. And they're going to use the legal system to do it, folks. They're going to use cash to tell the FBI to shut down everybody. They're literally filing charges against Habitat for Humanity now, folks. That's how horrible it's gotten in this country. So crazy. Meanwhile, Johns Hopkins is cutting 2,000 jobs, mostly to research for Alzheimer's, maternal health, and gun violence. So what do we need that for? No jobs for you, baby. Elon Musk and Deutsche firing 10,000 post office workers. Hey, at least I hear post office workers don't ever get disgruntled and do anything harmful when you make them mad. It's not like there's a term for that or anything. So good luck, dipshits. But yeah, destroying the government. I can't wait till your grandma has to pay $5 in a letter your MAGA grandma. Gonna serve that bitch right. And then Musk insider joins effort to gut Social Security. This seems bad. A private equity investor who is one of Elon Musk's closest confidants has taken a new role in the Social Security Administration. It's like I said before, if you're wondering why these people that are billionaires are taking jobs or making $100,000 a year, it's not out of the kindness of their heart, folks. It's because they can take our money. It's because they're actually looting the government. Everything for them. They want to destroy us. And good luck. Let's see how that goes for you. I think you guys might be overplaying your hand a little bit. And they're not even trying to hide it, folks. This is Commerce Secretary Lutnick just coming right out and saying they're going to cut $1 trillion in entitlements like Social Security and Medicare.
And let me tell you, he's got a plan to balance this budget, right? We are going to take...
They literally aren't going to balance the budget. Donald Trump's already in his first term spent more money than any president ever has, added $8 trillion to the deficit. Now they're saying he might add as much as $11 trillion. He's already spent $60 billion more dollars this month than Joe Biden did February last month. They have zero plan in any way to balance the budget. If you believe this, just yourself, because you're a fucking moron.
Take $1 trillion out of the waste, fraud, and abuse of all of our entitlements and all of our systems and all of our waste, and then we are going to raise $1 trillion. That's the Trump card, the Trump budget. And let me tell you,
got to raise $1 trillion for tax cuts for billionaires. Well, they still have Social Security. We all paid into it, folks, but don't expect to get a dime out of it. They're going to steal our money, and we're going to eat our cat food and die, I guess. And this is what it's going to be like, folks. I shit you not. This is Malay. I think he's the Argentinian president. This is the one, he's the good buddies with Elon Musk. This is the one that brought Elon Musk the chainsaw that he used to symbolize taking a chainsaw to all of our federal government. Well, he has stolen all of the retirement funds from the people of his country. And here's a man crying that everything he paid into it, he has nothing to retire on now. And this is coming to America soon, folks. This is their boy. This is what they're going to do to us. I hope none of you are planning on retiring, because it ain't fucking happening. Unless we do something about it. Unless we stop them, folks. Unless we fucking stop them. Our only chance. And, oh, what? I don't know. How did this get in here? What even is this? The corpse of Mussolini hanging by his feet in the Pizzali? I don't even know. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what that is doing there. And then this is spotted in London. At least London trying to fight back a little bit. Tesla, the swastika, now with white power steering. And yeah, nailed it. That's a pretty good one. And I didn't show you guys a couple of these in the last show because we ran out of time. But a lot of good parody videos got made about Donald Trump's ridiculous commercial where he sat on the White House lawn and shilled Teslers. And let me show you a few of them. This one basically just showed exactly what they said. This is how crazy the commercial is. How fucked this country is. How embarrassing our representatives are.
I love Tesla. You know, I like to drive cars, but I'm not allowed to.
Yeah. What's your message?
Genius.
Don't buy a new car while there are some folks who will see this clip at home and they are struggling with their retirement accounts down at the moment, uncertainty about work ahead.
Well, I think they're going to do great. I love Tesla.
We have the biggest factory and most advanced automotive factory in Texas.
I know one man, we see him all the time. He's constantly, there's 5 of them. One, the Cybertruck, I bought for a very special young woman, you know. I'm sure you've never heard of her type. And you don't want me to drive it, do you?
No, you can't drive, you
As you know,
pampered
there's a very
bitch.
strong man in Canada who said he was going to charge a surcharge or a tariff on electricity coming into our country. I love Tesla.
I do love Tesla.
We just keep going on and people are going to get killed. Lots of people. This is what I know. The only thing I know is the beast. This is a different panel than I've had. Everything's computer.
Everything's computer! All right, enough of that. Oh, embarrassing. And then also The Daily Show put out the best parody I saw, as they're wont to do. Let's have a look.
Tesla. Going on now at the White House Tesla Auto Mall. It's the biggest sale of the year.
Very safe. It's very strong, heavy. It's all steel, stainless steel.
Come on down to Pennsylvania Avenue, just off Route 29, to get our best deal ever on a brand new Tesla.
I want to make a good deal here. They have one which is $35,000, which is pretty low.
Get a Model 1 with a different panel and everything's computer.
This is a different panel than I've had. Everything's computer.
So don't waste your time going to those other Tesla dealerships with riots and flaming cyber trucks. You gotta come down to White House Tesla Auto Mall.
I love Tesla.
You gotta come down to White House Tesla Auto Mall.
This is really amazing.
The degradation of America never ends, and good God, do we deserve it, folks. This seems terrible, but it's actually great. And that Tesla cars now have more rights than you and I do, folks.
We have people we're locking up on that. We have someone in jail right now from one of the dealerships. They threw a Molotov cocktail through a dealership. They're looking at up to 20 years in prison. So if you're going to touch a Tesla, go to a dealership, do anything, you better watch out because we're coming after you.
Right.
And if you're funding this, we're coming after you. We're going to find out who you are.
So,
That's right. If you're funding protests are coming after you, folks. If you and I walked out on the street and someone punched us in the face, the government isn't going to be interested whatsoever. But if you draw a dick on a Tesla, you're a terrorist. Literally, the world's richest man's cars have more rights than we do now. And good. If people don't start fucking waking up, I'm glad these cars have more rights than I do. That seems like a great development in this country. And then a series of videos just to show you how much of a piece of shit these cars are, folks. Imagine paying $100,000 for this.
We are somehow finding out brand new information about just how bad the Cybertruck actually is in 2025. So a very popular YouTuber named Jerry Rig Everything just put out a great new video on the Cybertruck where he puts the aluminum frame to a very precise test. So one of the craziest takeaways from this video for me is that the Cybertruck's frame is made out of a single piece of casted aluminum, and we already knew that. But what I didn't know was that aluminum doesn't have a fatigue limit, meaning the more that you tow with the Cybertruck, the more you wear down the aluminum frame over time. Every time you tow with the Cybertruck, you're wearing down the frame a little bit, increasing the risk of an accident. So it might not break today, but 3 or 4 years down the road, you might hit a pothole and it's a different story, whereas there would be no problem if you were in a truck with a steel frame. He even proves this in the video, bringing out this truck from 2004 and applying the maximum amount of weight that he can with his excavator to the tow hitch, 10,700 pounds, and it's totally fine. What's even crazier is that the tow hitch on this truck was already bent from an accident in the past, and the excavator was having to get off its own tracks trying to put enough weight down to break it, and it couldn't do it. Meanwhile, the excavator put less weight on the Cybertruck, and that's what happened.
Yeah, garbage trucks made for idiots by a moron. And remember, Elon said they were going to float, which is minor moderations. You could use them as a boat, remember?
We have new video from Ventura showing fire crews pulling a Tesla Cybertruck from the bottom of the harbor. This was the scene this morning at the Ventura Harbor. The fire battalion chief says that someone was trying to launch a jet ski when the Cybertruck sank. It was completely submerged when crews arrived. They had to send down a diver to hook it up to a tow truck. You can see the water pouring out of that flooded truck after crews got it.
Like a regular car would just dry out, be fine. But not when it's all computer. That's a dead truck. And one more. They literally had this thing glued together, folks. Look at the shit. Just the whole front end just coming all by itself, attached by nothing but glue. People paid $150,000 for these things. Just good God. That saying, a fool and his money is soon parted, has never been more true. But you guys deserve it. Idiot chuckle fucks. And that is my He Shall Be Elon, President Elon section for this week. Glue, yep. Glue it all together, baby. They won't know until it's too late. They'll still say, I love the truck, Elon. They'll still suck my dick regardless of what I do, so why not grift them? If they're still going to kiss my ass, regardless of how poorly I treat them, why should I treat them good? This is what every con man thinks, what every televangelist thinks. They have no respect for their victims, and why should they? It looks cheaply made. It is very cheaply made. It's a piece of garbage. And, all right, get your super chats in. We're moving along, folks. Next up. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. It is time for religious bullshit. And folks, you're not gonna believe it. They finally caught one. Missouri youth pastor, a youth pastor, pleads guilty to child porn charges. A former church youth ministry volunteer in Phelps County pleaded guilty in federal court to child pornography offenses. Bradley Colvin, 52, was arrested last March following a Missouri State Highway Patrol investigation into online child pornography. And, man, it's been one day since my last show, folks. One fucking day. I did a show Wednesday, Thursday, today's Friday. In one fucking day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 new arrests in one day. A preacher's fucking your kids. Mississippi pastor arrested on child porn charges, child sex charges. Christian Spring pastor, that's here in Mississippi, is behind bars Thursday after he was arrested for statutory rape. Willett's a pastor at First Presbyterian Church in Crystal Springs. Yeah, shocker.
A Crystal Springs pastor is behind bars facing several charges, including statutory rape and sexual battery. Police arrested Christopher Willett, the pastor at First Presbyterian Church.
All right, then we got Washington Mormon Church. Oh, the Mormons? Member and primary teacher Buckland Darrell, who was sentenced to only 8 years in prison for the rape of 5 children under the age of 12 last year, has been charged with more child sex crime after 2 additional victims came forward. Yep, it's always the ones you most expect. And Illinois pastor arrested on multiple child porn charges. A Beloit pastor is accused of sharing child pornography, according to police. Anthony Dusso, 53. Why would you share it? Just, good God. And Georgia youth pastor, another youth pastor? Folks, if you squint, you might be starting to see a pattern. Don't know. A youth pastor at Alpharetta Church was arrested Wednesday on several child pornography charges. Daniel Middleau was charged with 6 counts of possession or control of material depicting a minor in sexually explicit conduct. And I actually did sort of cover this before, but I didn't cover it heavily enough about this Trump confidant, one of Trump's right-hand religious people. Robert Morris was indicted on 5 felony counts of lewd and lascivious indecent acts. Here's him with both of Trump's kids, of course. I mean, they hung out with Epstein. Why not this guy? Gateway Church is based in Texas. Robert Morris and his wife, Debbie, like to hang out with Florida GOP Representative Greg Stoob and his wife, Jennifer. Apparently, they like to get lunch and dinner together. Oh, what else do they like to do together? Rape children? Robert Morris attended Trump's swearing-in ceremony in D.C., calling it an honor. Imagine if this many Democrats every day were arrested for raping kids and child porn. It's crazy they don't actually give a shit. Half their spiel is talking about kids being raped, kids being sex trafficked, and their blood being drunk for adrenochrome. Yet when it actually happens continuously in their own backyard, crickets, you never hear anything, folks. Where you at lives a TikTok. Earl Morris visiting and having lunch with Texas Republican Governor Greg Abbott. Oh, shocker. Here he is with Fred Cruz. Yep, not surprising. Oh, here he is with Tim Scott. During Trump's inauguration, confessed child molester Robert Morris attended a worship service with Trump and signed a Bible. Yay, Christianity. There he is with Ben Carlson. There he is with everybody else. Literally the who's who, folks. A bunch of pedophiles all having each other's back. I wonder why those Epstein files haven't been released yet. It's a mystery. And I agree with this one, folks. Children shouldn't be allowed to go to churches, right? We really need to talk about MAGA sexual predator problem, but they're never going to. The truth is, children are far safer in a public bathroom with a transgender person than with a MAGA evangelical, and it isn't even close, of course. But nobody actually gives a shit about whatever they say these days, folks. It's a post-truth society. The whole world's fucking backwards. Nothing but a bunch of fake goddamn people running their mouth 24/7. And I covered this story on the last show, but there's footage now. You guys remember I talked about this crazy Christian guy? I guess he's Haitian. And they were going to Haiti to flee religious persecution. And then he started screaming at the airline flight attendants and punching them, and then swallowed a bunch of rosary beads. Remember I told you about this? Anyway, here's footage.
This Savannah flight bound for Miami hit turbulence just moments after takeoff, and we're not talking about the skies.
Myself and my friend were talking, we're like, we could have to take this guy down.
Started violently shaking and screaming moments after takeoff. Rosenberg says the crew and passengers initially thought Augustin was having a seizure.
He started stomping his feet violently, like heavily, and screaming. It was kind of a chant. He was talking about devils and possession, and it was like, you have to kind of see it to believe it. Destroyed this other man's seat. Like, he kicked it and punched it and just buckled the seat completely over. He just charged the front doors of the plane, like swinging wildly.
That's when Rosenberg, his friend, and another man took Augustin down. Rosenberg says Augustin swallowed rosary beads while on the ground and was gripping onto his sister during the takedown.
She had a bun in her hair, and he grabbed hold of her bun of her hair, and he grabbed hold of her pants and wouldn't let her go. So they tased him once, twice, 3 times. He still didn't let go. At that point, they had to cut the woman's hair to make him let go.
Rosenberg says Augustin was arrested while his sister sang what sounded like hymns.
They were possessed. That was a very, very, very disturbing scene. Like, I've seen a lot of stuff in my life. That was probably the most disturbing thing I've ever.
Religion just attracts the fucking nut jobs. Makes it even worse. Multiplies it. And speaking of nut jobs, folks. Okay, first off, you could show a movie theater on that forehead. You might want to look into some bangs, baby. You know she's a psycho because there's no TV in her living room. Yikes! That's scary as shit. Looks like that character on Saturday Night Live with a little baby hand. You know what I'm talking about. And, oh, what other craziness do we have from the world of religion this week? Hey, why don't I kneel in front of my pastor and simulate sucking his dick? Yay! Totally normal. Having all the women bow before him because that's what they get off on, folks. These crazy women. A lot of these women just want the dick. They just want to feel holy while doing it. And last but not least, hey, you guys remember the last show? This is not last but not least. I got 2 more. I lied. Oh, I got a bunch more. Oh, my God. I just remember what I got. And I apologize in advance. But first, haters are going to say this fake and this woman is in on it. But I believe it. This guy is psychic. And he's using his Jesus-given abilities to foresee into her house and describe what he's seeing there. And also describing how her underwear was stolen. Totally normal, folks.
Can I launch a new style of prophecy?
Yes, man of God.
Do I know you?
No, you don't know me, man of
Ever
God.
met her before?
No.
Or spoke?
No.
You don't know me, man of God. You're definitely a man of God. I know you're a man of God, and I have to say that you're a man of God 1,000,000 times, even though we've never met. I can just tell you're a man of God, by how man of God you are, man of God.
Yes.
I enter your house.
Yes, man of God.
It has got only one door.
Yes.
Your house.
Yes.
It has only one front door.
Yes.
And it has got a big window to the left.
Yes, man of God.
When I enter your house, it has got white. It's white inside.
Yes, of course.
When I enter your house, I go to your bedroom.
Yes.
I say blue duvet. Like blue duvet. When I look at the duvet, I say a wardrobe. Brown wardrobe.
Yes,
when I open the wardrobe, there's a small box.
Yes, man of
And when I look in the small box there, I am seeing someone came in the night spiritually and acted a demon and removed a godish underwear.
A demon's in your panties?
Man of God, I don't know where it is. I've been looking for it.
She's a great actress.
It's true.
I believe
Do you know
her.
the color?
The color, yes. I know it.
Is it godish? It was godish.
Yes.
The color of
Yes,
the
man
underwear.
of God. Yes, of course. It's
Of
true.
course it
man
is.
Of God.
And since it disappeared, you are sick.
I'm sick.
You have
man
a
of
problem on your
with my
backbone.
panties. Guess who took it,
They
y'all?
used underwear to kill you.
Guess who took it?
If I don't pray for you now, you'll be paralyzed. They came in your house. They used magic.
Magic,
They
y'all.
sent a snake.
They
It
sent
came
a
and
snake.
Oh,
Oh,
took your underwear. It's actually godish.
Yes, it's true.
They sent a snake to steal this woman's goat underwear to put a curse on her. Real. Remember the last show I showed you? A snake was coming out of that woman's pussy. Remember that? It's probably the same snake. I got my eye on you, snake. Stay away from pussies and panties, snake. God damn it. Fucking snakes. And that. I got two more. And folks, I apologize in advance for what you're about to witness. But I saw this, and so do you. So you guys know how we always talk about how the coolest thing in the world is Christian rap? Of course, we all know this. Well, you know what's cooler than Christian rap? Children singing Christian rap. Let's have a look, shall we?
Okay. Give him praise because my God is so great. I know he blessed me each day. Feel like my life should change. I know that hell is mad at me. It's cause we're at the league. All I gotta do is say his name. Every single demon gonna flee. Yeah, we be on 10. I glory to God, you know this off the red.
This kid ain't even lip syncing right. You don't even know the words of your own song, you little bastard.
It's coming down, can you even imagine it? You need a one from nothing, boy, you need a tap in.
Okay, that's enough of that. I'm about ready to kill myself. Burp on that. And folks, we've already established that the coolest thing in the world is Christian rap, right? But what can be cooler than that? How about Christian rap rock? Here we go.
You're a dangerous loaf of bread. You're a dangerous loaf of bread.
Dangerous loaf of bread?
You're a dangerous loaf of bread.
What?
Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Don't you know the enemy?
Yes, I do. I am him.
He hates to see us coming.
I do hate to see you coming.
Because we're just wild enough to do stuff like...
You're so wild.
Dangerous loaf of bread.
Oh my God, your loaf of bread is so wild and dangerous.
And we tell him, we're going to keep rolling.
Keep on rolling.
Right over your head.
Over my head? With your loaf of bread?
You need to add that to it.
Add it.
Just like this, say, I'm a dangerous loaf of bread. Gonna keep rolling right over your head. Said I'm a dangerous loaf of bread. Woo. And I'm gonna keep rolling right over your head.
Yeah.
Come on, say it.
I'm a dangerous loaf of bread.
And I'm gonna keep
rolling over my head.
Said I'm a dangerous
loaf of bread.
And I'm gonna keep
rolling right over your head. I'm scared to the core of my being. What the fuck? And that is my religious bullshit for tonight. I apologize. And hey, Modi, yep. Nothing more dangerous than a loaf of bread, apparently. Don't think about it. I am frightened. And fuck this. Yes, I know. I am always sorry. And let's move on, folks. Let's move on. You guys ready to be even more depressed? How could you be more depressed than having to watch that? Well, I have a way. Free Palestine. Zionists can lick my balls. So this week, as Israel and the United States genocide the Palestinian people, Trump seeks to ship Gazans to poor African nations. Yes, some of the worst war-torn and poor nations, like the Sudan and Somalia. Trump is looking to dump all the Palestinians, the ones that are left alive, after we ethnically cleanse them. Remember, he said, oh, I'm going to have them in a big, beautiful place. They're going to love it. It's going to be glorious, this big, beautiful place we build for them. Well, yeah, not so much. Going to send them to the worst parts of the world and steal their land and build beachfront condos. So cool. Cool. It has to collapse, folks, immediately. And then footage of them arresting Mahmoud Khalil. You know, Mahmoud Khalil, who was negotiating with his college about Palestine. He led some protests trying to stop the genocide, child murder, ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian people. But you can't fucking have that in this country, folks, because we are the opposite of decency now. It's like they're trying on purpose to make us as evil as we could possibly be. So if you dare speak out against child murder, they take your free speech away in this country. They've decided, even though the Supreme Court says that you have fundamental rights, even as a visa holder in this country, they don't give a shit. If you dare speak out against our rulers, our gods, the Zionists, we will take your free speech away. We will arrest you and we'll ship you out of the country. Here he is getting arrested for his free speech. Oh, first off, that's Marco Rubio. But let's play the clip of him get arrested first.
What? You're going to be under arrest. So turn around.
Okay,
Stop resisting.
Okay, he's not resisting. He's giving me his phone, okay? He's not, I understand. He's not resisting.
Put your arm around. There's no use for this. Don't worry about it. You're going to have to come with us. Don't worry. I'm coming with you. Don't worry. No one's resisting. No one's getting worked up.
You guys really don't need to be doing all of that.
This is a trial run, folks. This is a trial run. First, they're doing it on the visa holders to see what they get away with. And then next, they're going to come after American citizens. I guarantee you. They're just getting us used to the idea of arresting protesters. I never thought I would see this country become like this. From the people that call themselves patriots and free speech absolutists. And here's a cowardly sack of shit, Marco Rubio.
When you come to the United States as a visitor, which is what a visa is, which is how this individual entered this country, as on a visitor's visa, okay? You are here as a visitor. We can deny you that visa. We can deny you that if you tell us when you apply, hi, I'm trying to get into the United States on a student visa. I am a big supporter of Hamas, a murderous, barbaric group.
Literally, they're just trying to make children be killed. You know, they're just trying to stop the child murders. They're just trying to stop the eradication of people. It's not about supporting Hamas, okay? Everybody knows that. This is a blatant fucking lie to demonize anybody that doesn't support Israel and genocide. We see right the fuck through it. Using these lies to take away our First Amendment rights, to take away our Constitution.
That kidnaps children, that rapes teenage girls, that takes hostages.
That's Israel. Israel literally has rape camps. What are you fucking talking about?
Allows them to die in captivity, that returns more bodies than live hostages. If you tell us that you are in favor of a group like this, and if you tell us when you apply for your visa, and by the way, I intend to come to your country as a student and rile up all kinds of
So just lying, trying to sell the idea of taking people's free speech away from them in this garbage country. And the minions of the media going right along with it. Here's Medji and Kelly. Do not feel sorry for Mahmoud Khalil. He's going to fit perfectly back in Syria. He'll love it. Yeah. Don't feel bad that we're taking away somebody's First Amendment free speech rights. Don't feel bad that we're coming for him first before we come after you. Don't feel bad that a foreign government has decided who gets and who doesn't get free speech in our country. Don't feel bad that we rule you. Just lay down and love it. Just evil has ruled the day here, folks. The worst people on earth, giddily putting how evil they are in our face 24/7. Getting off on it. And hypocrisy. Thou's name is conservatism. So sadly, I don't know how. I don't get it. I hate this world. This is the most popular political streamer on all of Twitch, Asmongold. On the left, he's talking about government censorship in Europe. On the right, he's talking about government censorship in America. See if you can spot the hypocrisy.
So the government decides what's hateful or not, and whenever they make that decision, they decide to censor you arbitrarily.
Mm-hmm.
And people in Europe are okay with this? Man. Y'all need to throw some TNT into the water or some shit.
I know, you lefties. Over there in Europe, you better rise up and have a revolution. They're coming after your free speech. I can't believe you guys are not rising up against them. What kind of sorry, weak, pathetic sack of shit would just lay down and let them steal your First Amendment rights, your free speech? Who would be cowardly enough to do that?
You can't let this happen. Yeah, bro, you're going to let these clowns boss you around.
You're going to let these clowns
No, we're not.
Well,
then organize and get rid of them. It's hard to say whether he committed a crime, but there's a higher standard of conduct for people that are green card holders than people who are naturalized citizens. And he wasn't meeting that conduct, so he's getting deported, hopefully. And there should be. Yeah, they should be. And I support this.
Supports it,
completely.
Supports you. Hey, if it's conservatives do it, he supports taking away your First Amendment rights, your free speech. You don't have no fucking rights. You foreigner, who do you think you are? Come over our country and thinking you can speak freely about whatever you want to. Fuck that! Just good God. No self-awareness whatsoever, but they don't give a shit. He's making millions of dollars, folks. And the world is backwards these days. Arresting for protesting genocide, applauded for committing genocide. This is who we are as a people. This is what has to collapse, folks. He was arrested for calling for an end to the ongoing genocide in Palestine. He was applauded for orchestrating the killing of over 70,000 Palestinians, including 20,000 children in under a year. One of the worst massacres in fucking history. Endless standing ovations, but you speak out against it, arrested, deported. That's who we are as a people. Cheer the destruction of this country. Cheer it. And you know who didn't get arrested? You know who didn't get a visit from the police?
Fuck Palestine! Palestine to my dick!
What do you think the response should be from Netanyahu and the military to Gaza?
Kill all Palestinians! All of them!
That's just good old-fashioned free speech right there.
Palestine will be deceased! And Israel need to do like this. You see? Now Gaza. Like this. Gaza need to do like this. Or like this, but all this Jewish.
Look at these alpha genetic specimens.
What do you think the response should be to Gaza?
We gotta wipe them off the fucking map. I'm talking about every fucking flatten them like a parking lot.
I'm not stopping till all Arabs are wiped out.
I think now it's the time that we need to erase Gaza. There is people inside, our people inside, that kidnap, and now we need to kill all of them and free Israel. All of their belief is killing Jewish and killing and murder our people.
Flatten it. Flatten Gaza.
Yeah, totally fine though, folks. Totally fine. As long as you're on board with genocide and murder, you're one of the good guys in this country now. But not everybody's on board. There are a lot of really good Jewish people in this world, folks. Jewish people are not the same as Zionists, right? You don't have to be Jewish to be a Zionist. I was raised to be a Zionist. Every person here that was raised in religion was raised to be a Zionist. Hell, Joe Biden bragging about being a Zionist. Justin Trudeau bragging about being a Zionist. Zionist has nothing to do with being a Jew. Lots of fine Jews are opposing them, like these Jews. And Jewish Voice for Peace leading a sit-in in the lobby of the Trump Tower to demand the release of Mahmoud Khalil. And thank you, you fucking heroes. Thank you. Thank you for showing us the decency of your people. Thank you for showing us that Zionism and Jewishness are not the same thing. The ones that conflate Zionism with Jewishness are actually the ones who are anti-Semitic. And folks, you guys hear about this documentary that won the Academy Award? It was a documentary on the eradication, the genocide of the Palestinian people. Won an Academy fucking Award, a great documentary, although I haven't seen it. They can't even find a distributor. Imagine winning an Oscar and still not being able to find a distributor for your work because speaking out against genocide in our society is verboten. Imagine a society this fucking evil. Well, the free speech absolutists down in Florida are trying to take away the lease of a cinema for daring to even screen this film. A cinema showing an Oscar-winning film might be shut down in Trump's America. The mayor of Miami Beach is trying to end a lease agreement for an independent film theater after it screened Oscar-winning documentary No Other Land, man. This is unsustainable. How much longer can this country survive? And all right, that's it, folks. That's my Free Palestine section. Very, 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 as always, depressing. Fuck this place. Hassan had them on. Oh, that's good. Hassan seems like a good dude, although he's never had me on his show, even though he follows me. The fuck's up with that, Hassan? Huh? All right, whatever. You had Grimes on. I guess Grimes is more famous than I am, huh? I guess it was better to boost up her career than mine, huh? Under Hassan. Whatever. I didn't want to look at your ugly face anyway. And, I'm just kidding. Love you, Hassan. Sounds like trying to move. Yes. No rights for you, baby. Better bow down and worship your masters. And all right, folks. Holy shit. We're going to go into overtime soon. If you love overtime, reward me for overtime. But for now, it's time for a combo. We're going to do a Trash World, What the Fuck, Beyond Parody combo. Just to roll through this. So let's do it. It's Trash World. What the fuck? Beyond Parody Combo. And first off, on the Trash World, What the Fuck Beyond Parody Combo. Wait a minute. Why is Heroes in the wrong place? Everything's fucky. Oh no, I'm in the wrong place. Get your shit together, Dusty. First off in the trash world. Nope, that's what I already covered. That was in the Republican light section. Oh, another plane fucking on fire, folks. It's not safe to fly anymore. Look at this shit. I don't remember any of this shit happening under Joe Biden.
It's on fire.
It's on fire, yeah. All the passengers out on the wing because an American Airlines plane has caught on fire. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about, folks. Can't even fly in this country. That's how far things have gone to hell for us Americans. And man, talking about the destruction of decency in this country. Who would have thought we would ever have stooped to this level, y'all?
So this teacher in Idaho got in trouble for posting this. A sign which says, in this room, everyone is welcome, important, accepted, respected, encouraged, valued, equal. And this, everyone is welcome, with hands of different skin tones. Sarah Inama is a teacher at Lewis and Clark Middle School in Meridian, Idaho, near Boise. According to the Idaho Statesman, the school district said that regarding the everyone is welcome sign, it was not the message that was the issue, but rather the hands of different skin tones on the poster. The hands of different skin tones. The school district went on to liken what's going on to a sports analogy, saying every player knows that while they bring their own strengths and personality to the game, they must operate within the rules to maintain fairness and consistency. If one player decides to wear a different uniform, use a different size ball, or ignore the rules, the game would lose its structure, creating confusion and imbalance. The teacher is not backing down. She has refused to take down the posters. She initially took them down, but then after talking with her husband and reflecting on it herself, she decided to put them back up. Sarah told KTVB TV in Boise, Idaho, that she was told by an official at the school that not everyone believes everyone is welcome, so that's why there's a problem with the poster which says everyone is welcome. Sarah says she's now wanting to protect her students from racist sentiments that are affecting their classroom. The Idaho Statesman also quoted the academic officer for the district, saying they told the teacher that her signs may have violated Idaho's Dignity and Non-Discrimination in Public Education Act, as well as school policy, which requires signs to be content neutral and conducive to a positive learning environment. Because this, they believe, is not neutral and not conducive to a positive learning environment.
They've made teachers the enemy now. They've made decency enemy number one now. If you're not hateful of this country, you're definitely not paying a fucking attention. Just hard to believe what we've become in such a short period of time. Something like this would have made anybody blink when I was growing up. Would have made anybody blink 10 years ago. What happened, folks? What happened to us? And then Donald Trump wanted Ukraine to come to the table. He had to cut off their U.S. intelligence that helped them fight back against the Russian to make sure they came to the table and agreed to the ceasefire deal that the U.S. put forth. And if Russia didn't also agree, Donald Trump is going to come down on them like a ton of bricks. Well, guess what happened? Russia has rejected the third-day ceasefire in Ukraine proposed by the U.S. Yuri Yegosov, Putin's foreign policy advisor, says this would be nothing other than a temporary breather for Ukrainian troops. So, you know, any second, Donald Trump is going to be true to his word and come out, criticize Putin, lay the hammer down on Russia. He's not. Yeah, shocker. It's all a fucking joke, folks. And then on the what the fuck section, did you guys see this doughy white guy knock out a very nice airline employee for no reason?
I'm done with this bullshit. Who fucking wants to take it first? I'm done with this bullshit.
Yeah. Dude being very nice, wasn't doing anything, just a sucker punch for no reason. They had to take the guy to the hospital. He had a concussion. So enjoy prison and also the no-fly list, you complete jackass. And then on what the fuck? Parents lose it at Cristo Rey High School in Milwaukee after a hidden camera was allegedly found in the girls' locker room. Former security coordinator Fernando Bustos was criminally charged after allegedly being caught with over 400 videos of girls changing. They mad. I don't blame them. I bet he's a Trump supporter. What do you think? I'd be furious too. Fucking pedos. And last one on what the fuck. Folks, this is a crazy ass video. Now, before I share it, I want to let you guys know this guy was fine. This guy lived, as you'll see at the end of the video. But also, which you might not realize at the beginning of the video, this guy is not wearing a helmet, y'all. Oh my God, this guy's the hardest hit ever. Look at this badass motherfucker. How are you alive? Look at this. It went over your head twice. He just got up. That is a tough son of a bitch right there. Tell you what. What the fuck? And also, this is why you wear a helmet. Like, what are you not wearing a helmet for, dude? You could have died. You could have died, dummy. Wear your fucking helmet. Crazy ass shit. That on Beyond Parody. Pete Hegseth went to court to try to lay down his case that transgender people don't belong in the military. They fucking everything up with their transness, but oopsies, they didn't actually read the scientific papers they brought to court, because why would they? Meritocracy, baby.
It's an embarrassing day for the U.S. military. In particular, Pete Hegseth, who was laughed out of court when his legal team clearly did not read the evidence they submitted. So, Pete Hegseth, he's Fox News anchor turned defense secretary. He tried to ban transgender soldiers in the military. Side note, if someone is willing to die for their country, why not let them serve? So, they get sued, right? And now they have to go to federal court and explain why they won't allow transgender soldiers. Hegseth's team comes with a pile of scientific studies to supposedly back them up. But Judge Reyes had to pause the hearing yesterday and point out that his team clearly hadn't read the studies, because they actually showed scientific proof that transgender soldiers are good for the military, that they are more deployable, and they experience fewer lapses in service than those diagnosed with depression who are not excluded from service. Basically, they're living their best life, and that makes them better, happier soldiers.
Yeah, not about anything though, folks. Just bigotry. Trying to sell the dumbest people on earth fear in order to push through their agenda. Very obvious. And last but not least, no, I lied. There's several more. Oh, yeah, did you guys see this one? So this is a Congressman Brandon Gale, because of course he's a congressman, put out this tweet. Multiculturalism will tear our country apart. Yeah, damn multiculturalism. Only, he's married to Dinesh D'Souza's daughter. You know, convicted felon Dinesh D'Souza, Indian American. You're married to his daughter. How is this not multiculturalism? Oh, she hot. I give him that. But good God, what the fuck is wrong with these people? So apparently, the reason he got famous to begin with, the reason he's a congressperson to begin with, is because he married Dinesh D'Souza's daughter, and they started a business together. Well, they started this right-wing rag, right? And he also is one of the people that helped create the 2000 Mules documentary. You know, the one that they've admitted was a total lie and completely fabricated. Yeah, well, if you are willing to do that, obviously you're going to be a congressperson in this fucking country, because we're the fucking worst. But, yeah, how is this not? What the fuck? Is he getting divorced? What is happening? Oh, well, don't think about it. That on the Beyond Parody. The White House put out this statement, folks, and we can all totally believe it. This is real life. President Trump's plan to waive all taxes for America under $150,000 per year. He's definitely going to do it, folks. He's definitely going to eliminate all taxes for every American who makes under $150,000 a year. Right after he balances the budget. It will take effect after he balances the budget, according to Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. So sure, folks, hold your breath. 100% going to happen. Also, they're going to give everybody ponies and free dick surgery if you want a bigger dick. As soon as he balances the budget, dick surgery for everybody. So hooray! Me and my tiny dick can't wait. So stupid. And last but not least, on Beyond Parody. Imagine being such a piece of shit you piss off Switzerland, one of the happiest people on earth. Here's their latest parade, and yes, they have an army of middle fingers flipping off Donald Trump, who is also a middle finger. Love it. And there's a bunch of these motherfuckers. They went all out for this. Holy shit. I feel you, Switzerland. Keep up the good work, bros. Love your hot chocolate. And that is my What the Fuck Trash World Beyond Parody combo for tonight. Fuck yeah. And that's not AI slop. That was real, baby. I would tell you if it was. And hey, who loves overtime? Everybody on earth loves overtime. And so now we're in overtime. So if you like overtime, please reward me for overtime. About to finish you guys up with a happy ending, a hero section. So prepare your anus. Let's fucking end it and do it. We could be heroes just for one day. Fuck yeah! And man, there are too few really good journalists these days, folks. But I'll give you an example of a good one. This is how everyone should do it. Learn from this lady.
Can you name one example of a transgender child trying to gain an unfair competitive advantage at a school there in West Virginia?
Well, Stephanie, I don't have that experience exactly to myself right now, but I will tell you this.
Not yourself, your state, sir. Can you give me one example of a transgender child trying to get an unfair advantage? Just one in your state. You signed a bill about it.
No, I can't really tell you one, but I can tell you this, Stephanie. I'm a coach, and I coach a girls' basketball team. And I can tell you that we all know what an absolute advantage boys would have playing against girls.
But, sir, you have no examples of this happening. Why would you take your time to do this? Let's talk about other things that I can give you examples of in your state. According to U.S. News and World Report, West Virginia ranks 45th in education, 47th in healthcare, 48th on the economy, and 50th in infrastructure. If you cannot name one single example for me of a child doing this, why would you make this a priority? I just named 4 things that would seem to me like a much bigger priority.
Well, Stephanie, I didn't make it a priority. It wasn't my bill.
You signed it.
They sound so fucking stupid. Why do conservatives elect governors that sound, I don't even know. It wasn't my bill. Just fuck everything about this. These inbred, slack-jawed yokels. But good on you, girlie. That's the way to nail them. And folks, guess who made the heroes list again? You better not delete this. Bill Burr! Fuck the best among us. The only good comedian currently. The only one who has not gone down the anti-woke rabbit hole. The only one who doesn't use trans people to scapegoat continuously. The only one speaking out for us, Bill Burr. This time he's on Good Morning America.
Glengarry Glen Ross, great movie. What makes it a relevant story today for Broadway?
Because all of these greedy billionaires, I would say that. I mean, like their new word for monopoly is consolidation. You know, this is being consolidated. It's like, no, you're kind of keeping all the money. And then you're blaming people with no money. It's kind of a weird time, but I also think it's an opportunity just because, if it's an intolerant time, doesn't mean you can't be like a nice person and try to help out other people. But I feel like when Glengarry came out, I remember my brother was in sales, and I saw it, and I loved it. Mm-hmm. And my brother, I go, did you like it? He said, no. He goes, it was depressing, because that's exactly how it was. But I was not in sales, so I could just sort of, watch it and enjoy it. But now I feel like they're doing that a lot now, like pitting people against each other seems to be this big thing. Like, I don't know. I can't understand having $1 billion and then just being mean to people or being upset with the country. It's like, I kind of think it's working for you.
They're trash. Very easy to understand.
You got $1 billion. Like, what is the problem? Like, how much better does it have to get for you? Yeah, so, but it's also a weird time doing stand-up. Everything gets politicized, no matter how much you try to, it's weird. Like, I play a blue state, they think I'm a Trumper. I play a red state, they think I'm a liberal, so I don't know. So
do you pivot depending on the audience or not?
I definitely do. So I make fun of, like, if I'm in a red state, I make fun of people with guns. And then if I'm in a blue state, I make fun of Hillary and Biden and all of that because, like, what's the point then? If I'm just going to go up there and say what you want to hear, it's going to be boring. So I like to kind of go up there, not be too much of a jerk, but just enough of a jerk that I'm still having a good time.
Makes me want to stand up. I always kind of wanted to do it, but instead I just do YouTube because it's easier. Love me some Bill Burr. And finally, folks, going to finish you off with a really good one. The rarest thing in the universe, an old boomer willing to listen and change his opinion when he receives better evidence than he already had. This guy was sitting at this public hearing about to give his opinion against transgender rights. He stood there for 7 hours listening, and then he said this.
So, all right, Larry, the floor is yours. You got 2 minutes.
First of all, I'd like to apologize to you people. I was invited here to give my support for Bill 401. I have very little knowledge of gay people and things like that there. So when I came here, my eyes were open. I was one of the critics that sat on the side and made the decisions. There was only 2 genders. So I got an education that was unbelievable. And I don't know just exactly how to say this, but my perspective for people have changed. So I don't want to take up no more of your time. I'd like to apologize for being here, and I learned a very lot about this group of people.
All right.
Very, very, very nice, man. I wish everybody would learn from you that humility, that ability to listen and learn. That's what it's all about right there, folks. Thank you, dude. Thank you for showing us that it can be done. And folks, that's my goddamn show, except for the after party coming up next. If you bail out, please hit the like button. Hey, leave a comment. Leave a comment. Hey, you, leave a comment. It helps the algorithm. But share my videos everywhere because no one's watching them and it sucks. But I appreciate you. And patron, please sign up for patron so I don't have to work at Walmart. You love the show. Don't let it disappear, folks. It could. Don't let it. Patron. And all right, get your ticket to the after party coming up next. We got a good after party tonight. Yeah, whatever. We'll see. It goes from here to here. It'll probably be pretty good. They usually are. And all right, let's read the super chats before we get the fuck out of here. Let's see what we got. Welcome to the Last Buddy's Mad Hunter. Fuck yeah. Hey, you didn't get a free ticket. You bought your own. I'll respect that. Spam the chat with impunity, you sexy son of a bitch. Smeg's breath. Doesn't belong anywhere near the military. Hey, yeah, the DUI hire. That's meritocracy for you, baby. Excuse me, I got a burp. I'm disgusting. We let capitalists take over. That's what happened. Yeah, man, it's always been a capitalistic country, though. It seems like it's really gone down the hill lately since Trump, for sure. Sith Mage, what up, Sith? Always here for you, broski. I appreciate you. No one watches my shit stuff, but I still try to promote it. Yeah, I know it's depressing, isn't it? All you can do is put it out there and see what happens. It's hard to get your name out there if no one knows who you are. Why would anybody watch? The planetarium director job is amazing. Hey, I'm glad to hear it. Fuck yeah. Keep doing you, man. I'm glad to hear things going good for you. I was the first PayPal super chat you read. Fuck yeah, Agent Orange. You rock. Thank you for sending me on PayPal. Love you. Middle data for life is BBC. Is it? Okay, I didn't know that. Thank you, BBC. You got an alt account. Hey, you just outed yourself. Fuck yeah. Hope you're doing well wherever you're at. Wink. Me and MJ, I look online for protests. All right, I read that. All right, that's it, folks. Hey, I'll be back Monday. I gotta go see my uncle tomorrow, the one that's dying of cancer. Still trying to figure out what I'm gonna say to him, but we'll see. Hopefully he's not gonna be a dick about Trump. He's a big Trump supporter, and I know he really wants to put it in my face because I haven't seen him since Trump got elected. So hopefully he won't do that. Hopefully he'll be fucking chill. But I'm probably gonna tell him about the singularity. You know, when AI hits the point where it can recursively improve itself, and then it goes straight to the fucking moon, and then maybe we'll have technologies and stuff that can cure cancer. Maybe if he could just hang in longer. I don't know. It's false hope, I know, but I don't know what else to fucking say to this guy. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know how that goes Monday. But until then, after party coming up next. I appreciate the shit out of you guys. Let's do a quick kitty party here. And I didn't put up a song. Why didn't I put up a fucking song? Stupid Dusty. All right, let's see if I can just go find one real quick. Go find a song, Dusty. What song am I going to play today? I know everybody's going to say butt ponies. You guys are so boring. Let's try, Fuck Your Feelings. I don't think I've ever played that on the show before. Elon Musk, fuck your feelings. Yeah. All right, folks. Love the shit out of you. Oh, okay. I don't have my cat shit. All right, I'm no kitty party. Whatever. Love the show, you guys. I will see you Monday. You guys have a good weekend out there. After party coming up next. Good night, everybody.
They'll take the grind, they'll work the load, they sign the deal, they crack the code, while you sit back demanding more. They've walked right in and locked the door. Fuck your feelings, cash is king, cheaper hands will do the thing. You're not special, you hit the ceiling, now suck it up. Fuck your feelings. You wrote the lines, you built the dream, but now your cost is breaking seams. They don't complain, they don't resist. They do the job without all the lift. Your worth is gone, the math is clear. Your time is up, they're already here. You cry it's cruel, but here's the deal. They're the future.
You're just the wheel. Fuck your feelings. Cash is king. Cheaper hands will do the thing. You're not special. You hit the ceiling. Now suck it up. Fuck your feelings.
They burn the night. They take the fall. They'll never stop. They give their all. You're asking why, but it's plain to see the game has changed. It ain't for free. You want a clout, you made demands, but cheaper minds now run the land. They build my dream, they've got the will. You're second class next to their skill.
Fuck your feelings. Cash is king. Cheaper hands will do the thing. You're not special. You hit the ceiling. Now suck it up. Fuck your feelings. Fuck your feelings. Cash is king. Cheaper hands will do the thing. You're not special. You hit the ceiling. Now suck it up. Fuck your feelings. Fuck your feelings. Switch over now. Thank you, the great Amby and Jason Ashby. Fuck yeah, Jason Ashby. Switch over now.